Well, hello and welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Lock, with an E, and...
Hello, hello. Good to see you.
And your name is?
Charlie Hopkins. With an S. Oh, Charlie with an E. I'll do that. Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
Doesn't it? You can do first or last name. It's entirely up to you. Dealer's choice. What are we showing the good folks in Shop on TV land
This is my favourite DIY product. It is. It really is. It's all about Roofix. This, Rob, is your 10 years peace of mind. Now, if you can hold a paintbrush, if you can just slap on paint, you can fix a roof. Whether it's a pitched roof, whether it's a flat roof, whether it's your actual house, whether it's your log store, your dog kennel, your outbuildings, anything, you can fix it yourself.
Let me show you. Like leaks?
Leaks in the house. And do you know what? And especially if it's raining outside, that's when you see the leak, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody wants a leak, because obviously it's the damage, you know, it's the money, it's the expense, it's also the emotional damage. What if it's your kid's bike that drips on, you know, it goes all rusty, you know, what if it goes over furniture that you've had for years? We get attached to these things, don't we?
For sure.
Well, do you know what? This is peace of mind. So do you know what? We're representing a flat roof here. This is a piece of roofing felt. Now, Roofix is not bitumen based. I've got a comparison later. This is completely different.
This is special. It has Draylon fibres in it.
Absolutely.
More about that in a moment.
Absolutely right. Well, what you can see here, I'm making a leak. I'm going to explain how it works, but this is something you really do not want to hear or see in your house. Do you know what? You quickly go on the internet, you try and think, oh, quick, find a roofer, find a roof repair guy. You know, how long are they going to take? How much are they going to charge? Well, instead of that, even if it's still raining, even if it's still wet, you can fix the leak on your roof instantly. And Rob, even, because let's be honest, even if it's still wet on the roof, you want to get that leak stopped, don't you? Yeah. So this is something you can fix instantly. Now,
and then that's going to dry, and that's a permanent fix?
Permanent fix. It's designed to last 10 years.
At least.
Absolutely right. But, so that's it. You leave it. And Rob, that's done its job, and you just leave it. How brilliant is that?
The thing is, you don't always know, well, you never know when you're going to spring a leak.
No,
and depending on what, you know, when people are watching this, you know, there's been some really bad weather and torrential rain. And, well, let's face it, it's England. That could be any time of year,
right? Yeah, it could be any day.
And suddenly you sit watching Coronation Street, and all of a sudden there's a, you know, the roof starts leaking. What do? Well, you get this. And oh, by the way, it doesn't even really matter how big the leak is. This will cover some pretty large gaps.
Absolutely it will.
So I just want to take you through the various options. You can see how easy it is to repair, but you can also actually coat an entire roof. Maybe it's your garage, maybe it's your shed, maybe it's your extension. And once you've applied it, it's good for up to 10 years. Now, there are various different options for you, because obviously we don't know exactly what sort of square footage or square meterage you want to cover. So, currently the details on the screen are for... Currently the details that were on the screen we'll get back to in a moment. That was for the 5-litre can. Now, basically the rule is that one 5-litre can covers roughly 1 square metre.
Absolutely right. So 1 litre does approximately 1 square metre. So I mean, they said the average size flat garage roof is around 15 square metres, to give you an idea of how much you need. But you can try a bit, but I would, whilst we've got it in stock, I would get as much as you need, as much as you can.
Absolutely. So we'll go through it again. Let me see. I'm just going to see what comes on the screen. Is it the 2.5 litre? So you can, if you've just got small leaks, or if you just want to have a can standing by for those emergencies, we have a 2.5 litre can. That's the most affordable. So that's going to obviously repair roughly...
That's right.
A half a square metre, correct?
Absolutely right. So if you know where the leak is, you can just get it up there. It could be a corrugated... Bless it, it does. If you've got a leak on a corrugated roof... I've got a bay window, Rob, in my living room, and do you know what? That would be plenty for a little size like that above my bay window, so it'd be perfect.
Or, as you say, maybe a rabbit hutch or a dog kennel or something like that.
A log store or that kind of thing. But this could be any roof at all, and it's going to work on pretty much any material you're likely to have your roof made out of. So this could be asphalt, it could be old bitumen that's failed. It could be roofing felt. It could be corrugated roof. It could be guttering. John, we're going to be fixing some guttering on the show.
So straight onto the plastic guttering, or whatever your guttering's made out of. So $39.99 is the price for the 2.5 litres. Now, if you want to up your game, and that's going to give you, you can see the comparison there actually, 1 full square metre of coverage, then you would go for the 5-litre can. Now, that starts to save you money as you go. So per litre, I'll tell you what this works out at in a moment. $59.99 £8.99 is the price. It's £11.99 per square metre, basically. Yeah. And so that's sort of your middle of the road choice. And again, maybe that could be for emergencies. Maybe you've got a particular job that you're thinking about. And a square metre is a metre by a metre, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a garden shed covered, perhaps. You know, it could
sure.
be. We got a bigger bundle as well, so get as much as you need.
Well, yes, if you've got a bigger roof, if you've got a bigger project, then we actually have the best saving of all, which is 4 of the 5-litre cans. That works out at, what was it, £8.99 a litre or something? Yeah, £8.99 a litre. £179.99 for all 4. But actually, if you were to buy them individually, they're basically £60 or £59.99 each. So 3 would be £180 or £179.99. So by getting this offer, essentially, you get 1 5-litre can for free. You've got black, you've got grey, or you've got white as your choices of colour as well. So, I mean, this is an example of a pretty gnarly roof.
Yeah, it could be. And you know what? The preparation, Rob, is so easy. Just give it a bit of a sweep. If you've got loose debris there, if you've got old bits of moss, give it a quick sweep. And it hasn't got to be perfectly spick and span. You know, it hasn't got to be spotless. Yeah. And you don't need any painting skills. We're not glossing a door here.
No, you slap it on.
You slap it on, Rob.
Yeah.
You slap it on. You can even get a squeegee out like this if you want to cover a large area. Yeah. What they did before in this example, they painted around the perimeter, because if you've got that LED flashing, that's going to be perfect. Get that covered first, and then just get the squeegee out, and you can spread out so easily indeed. If you can hold a squeegee or a paintbrush, Rob, you can do this. You can absolutely do that.
I love it because you can measure the size, or maybe you already know the size of the project you're going to do.
You can chalk it out.
You can chalk, and you can figure out how many square metres you need, and then that you just multiply that by the number, or that you get that number of cans.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Do you know what? This is not like anything else you see in DIY stores either. This is not a bitumen product. In fact, I've got an example to show you that, actually, if that's right.
Because this is the thing everybody immediately thinks I would, being somewhat naive about this sort of stuff, that if I had a leak in my roof, I'd go buy some bitumen. Yeah,
this is it. And you know, bitumen, it's good. It has its place for like waterproofing properties, like around the plinth and the bottom of your house, you know, basements. It's good, but it's not flexible. When it's your roof, you need something flexible. I've actually got some bitumen for you here. I mean, look at it. That is not going to fix and seal a leak.
It just looks like black paint.
It looks like gloss paint, doesn't it? Yeah, That's not going to do much at all. No. But Joel, let me show you now some Roofix.
And you said flexible. We'll get to that in a minute, but then we'll show people what the Draylon fibres are. So you have a black medium, or grey or white, depending on what colour you go for, and then these fibres that are inside it, and they sort of crisscross and they create the barrier, don't they?
Well, you can see them there. It's, Draylon fibre reinforcement. So it's weaved in throughout the paint. You haven't got to add them to it. It arrives in the paint. Give it a good stir. And that is what knits together and fixes that leak. So that's what blocks the hole, essentially. It's all thanks to those Draylon fibres. How
long does it take
and that's
to dry?
The difference. Do you know what? You haven't really got to worry about that. About a couple of days, really, for it to fully cure. But, to be honest, it does its job instantly.
Well, I was going to say, because even if it's wet, you just put something in actual water.
Absolutely right.
So you don't... It'll dry when it dries.
Absolutely right. And
it's not like it has to dry before it works. It works immediately.
It works instantly.
And then who cares when it dries?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what, Ben? You know what? Even if you just got a brand new roof, you want to use it for preventative measures. Do you know what? We've got some bitumen here. You can see if that's representing this funnel here, a leak on your roof. This old bitumen, again, this is the sort of stuff you buy in DIY stores. But for the job,
well,
for
you
fixing
might as well
leaks,
use cheesecake for all the the good that's doing.
Yeah, I know, right?
In fact, cheesecake might do a better job.
Or, do you know what, don't get me started. I love a bit of cheesecake. That's my favourite dessert, cheesecake.
Is it really?
It is.
Have you been to the Cheesecake Factory?
I haven't, actually. I've been past it. I know, right? I need to go back for that. But you can see with the bitumen, Rob, that's just dripping through. That is not going to fix the leak on your roof.
Because it's not designed for that. And
it's not designed for that.
But I don't even know what else you would use if I wasn't using roof.
Well, you can refelt the roof, you know. You can
so there really isn't another product?
As far as I'm aware, I haven't seen anything like this. I really haven't. Yeah. But you can see, Rob, those Draylon fibres, that reinforcement, that is going to block that hole. And do you know what? I'm not going to put a bit. I'm going to put loads of it in. And the Draylon fibres, that is going to weave together. And I'm going to leave that there, well, for as long as you want, because that is going to stay put. So if that's representing a leak, would you rather bitumen that's going to fall straight through, or the Roofix is going to block it and fix it? Well, and it's designed to last for 10 years. This is not just a this is not just a quick fix. This is designed to last you for years. years and years to come.
Yeah, it's not a repair, it's a permanent, well, semi-permanent solution, I suppose.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a decade. So if you think about it, you know, if you're getting 5 litres at £59.99, you're looking at £6 a year.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it like that. That's fantastic. Yeah, yeah.
If you break that down to a daily cost...
This is it. And do you know, when you
couldn't even buy a coffee bean for that.
No, I don't think you could you?
No.
And do you know what I honestly think, though? It's the emotional value that damage can cause with leaking. It's the pressure, it's the worry. But you know, yeah, if it's a pitch roof like this, absolutely fine. Pitch roofs, flat roofs, corrugated roofing. If it's UPVC, yeah, absolutely fine. Guttering. If it's going to be metal, that's absolutely fine too. But you know what? I've got to say, if you live in a house, every single homeowner needs one of this. It's for that preventive measure. It's also for those, you know, for those emergencies too, because you can fix a leak literally in seconds, as we've just done. It's perfect.
It's absolutely brilliant. And the fact is also that you can apply it to so many different things as well. Wood, OSB, whatever that is, galvanised surfaces, asbestos. Would you really?
I don't know why that's on there.
I don't know if you'd want to deal with that, to be perfectly honest with you, But, you know, if you've still got it, then and you have a leak in it, it still will work on it. I'd probably report it instead. Fiberglass, composite / plastic, metal, acrylic / PVC, polycarbonate. Tiles, non-glazed, PVC gutters, cast iron gutters, metal gutters, copper gutters, concrete gutters, asphalt, aged, or bitumen, aged, concrete, felt and lead. And that's, I don't think that is even an exhaustive list, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's much,
rather?
I can't think of any materials this won't work on. The materials you're likely to have on your roof, wherever you are, this is bound to work on that. John, we talked to you about the Draylon fibre reinforcements. That's what knits together and fixes the actual leak. But we're talking about, OK, well, what else is in here that gives it that longevity? It's something called thermoacrylic resin. And that's something that gives you the flexibility. Now, as we go through different seasons, obviously, your roof is exposed to so many different elements, to so many different temperatures. You know, scorching hot sun, that's what can dry out the bitumen. That's what can dry out your roofing felt to make it really, really brittle. And then we talk about ice in the winter, all sorts. Well, this thermoacrylic resin, it reactivates itself as it goes through different temperatures. Now, your roof's not going to do this, Rob. I hope it's not going to do that.
No.
But that is an extreme example. It's not going to crack. It's not flicking. It's not peeling. You cannot see anything in there at all. So it's the thermoacrylic resin together with that Draylon fibre reinforcement that gives you that flexibility. So that's what gives you the peace of mind.
The fact is that, you know, things can expand and contract. You know, if it's somewhere relatively new, you know, your building might still be settling, or who knows. There are just reasons why, on occasions, whatever you're applying this to, the surface could shift in some way, but it doesn't matter with this.
It doesn't matter. That's a good point, because houses naturally expand and contract, especially when we go through different seasons. And it's what some people in the trade call differential expansion.
That's what I thought it was called.
Yeah, so this is it, I thought you'd do that.
A bit at my waist, I've got differential expansion on that too.
I know, I've struggled with that too. But do you know what? Because let's say, OK, on a roof, you might have a bit of wooden timber, you might have some steel joists, you might have some roofing felt, all these different materials. They naturally expand and contract at different rates. So that's often where the leak point is going to be. So it could be over your lead flashing, it could be over guttering, all sorts.
Would you recommend that if somebody, let's just say, just built or is about to build a new, say, garden shed, apply this anyway as a sort of a treatment as a finish, really?
For peace of mind. Absolutely, people do. People absolutely do. So, if you've got that leak, now's the time to put it on. But if you've just got a roof, if you haven't got any leaks, you might want to put it on as soon as you can. And I think it looks nice too. It looks smart.
Yeah, it does.
But you can see here, I've actually got some of these fibres. Now, this is what's weaved in and out of the paint. It doesn't arrive separately. This is just for demonstration purposes so you can see them.
Of course,
This is very precise. It's from the nylon family, and each and every fibre is identical, actually to the micron.
Seriously?
Yeah, and that's computer controlled. That has to be the case, because if there were different sizes, if there were irregularities, it wouldn't knit together.
You get thick spots and thin spots.
Absolutely right. You get thick spots, it would clump together, and it wouldn't knit knit together and block that hole, that leak. So that's what's inside here. I haven't got to worry about that. I just like to know how it works.
What I love about it is, you know, catastrophe always strikes at the most inconvenient time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And you know, if you spring a leak somewhere, that can be very, very costly. And by the time you've called somebody out. You know, maybe you've had a bucket sitting in the living room for a few days.
Oh, I know, and it's getting a bit full, and it is quite stressful. It can be, it really can be.
And it can be water can be very, very damaging. But the fact is, with this, you can do it yourself. It's literal DIY, but you get a professional finish. If you want to get it, all you've got to do is go, well, two ways. You can either call us, 033 332 41241, or go to shopontv.co.uk. Click on the Live On Air Shop Now banner, and that will show you everything that is available on the show page. And actually, you will probably, if you're watching a pre-record, or I should say a recording of this at some other stage, you could just put the item number into the search bar of the interweb, or you can just search for Roofix and it will all pop up. So there are your different options. You choose your colour option. Now, there's basically a different item number depending on the can size. So there's one for the 2.5, there's one for the 5, and there's one for the 4-pack of 5. We've got the 5 here, and that's going to give you 5 square metres of coverage. And at $59.99, all you have to then do is check or select your colour and click it to add it to your basket, or you can just go buy now. Takes you right the way through to the checkout page, and you can check out as a guest as well. By the way, you don't have to set up an account with Shop on TV, although it is absolutely free to do so. And then you can store different addresses and securely save all of your debit and credit card information if you want to use it at a future time. Plus, you can also spread the cost using PayPal Pay in 3, $21.98 times 3. Thrice, if you so desire. And by the way, if you add, if you're buying multiples, that will recalculate the pay in 3 payments, and you can do instalments and all of that up to a value of £2,000.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, right, what's next?
So all sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Let's do some guttering. Because, as we mentioned, this is for all types of roofs, flat roofs, pitch roofs, your main house, your garage. Just fine. Oh, see what I did there? Oh, that's a good... I might steal that one.
Please.
I liked it. OK, so we've got some guttering here. Now, do you know what? Firstly, replacing guttering can be a nightmare, because, firstly, it's the cost, it's the expense. I mean, you've got to go up ladders. Don't talk to me about ladders. But, you know what? Maybe you haven't got the right colour. Maybe you have to replace the whole long. But you know what? Let's have a look at this. I've got just a bit of guttering here. I've actually drilled in some holes, Rob.
Right.
Now, if that was on your house, oh, that's going to be costly. That's going to be dripping onto the patio, down the house. It may even cause damp issues. It can make your patio slippy, all sorts.
Right,
it can, it can be a bit of a worry, can't it?
Now, would this work in things like water butts and, you know, what would you say is the largest hole you could fill? So
there are ways... Well, do you know what? Actually, while you ask me that, I'll fix that in a second.
If that's not the time to ask that question, we can do it some other time.
Well, do you know what? I will answer
Finish
that.
what you're doing.
Because that's a really good question.
Thank you.
So what you can do, firstly, if it's holes like this, all I'm going to do is put a bit of Roofix. Now, I'm using the grey. Don't forget, if you've got black guttering, you could go for a black option. If it's white guttering, you've got the white option there too.
Can you paint it once it's dry?
Yeah, you can do,
So if you've got, I don't know, blue or pink or something like that, and you could just use a white base.
If you want to paint over it, once it's fully cured. Yeah. OK, so you can see there. Now, I've just slapped that on, but you're not going to see it, OK? So all I'm going to do is put water back in, and you can see, Rob, that
Instant fix.
How amazing is that? So...
What could you repair for 60 quid? I mean, you couldn't get someone to come and repair your roof for 60 quid. Maybe £60 an hour. It literally, if it saves one leak in your house...
Yeah, this is it.
It was worth having... It's like fire extinguishers. You don't buy fire extinguishers... you don't
That's a good analogy, that.
Yeah, well, you know what I was going to say.
I know, I know exactly what you mean. It's peace of mind knowing you've got it.
You don't buy it for when you don't need it, you buy it for when you do.
For when you do need it. And you know what, guttering, that is now fixed. And, Rob, that's designed to last 10 years. Look at all the water I've just stored in there. It is absolutely fantastic. I love this. But
if you had a hole in your bucket, dear Liza,
yes.
Would this repair that too?
That's a good demonstration. I'm going to do that next time.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So, you could... Do you know what? Yeah, you could... If I'm going to drill holes in the bucket next time, I'm going to do that. But do you know what? So all
wheelbarrow? Maybe you've got a wheelbarrow that's seen better days.
Yeah, wheelbarrow. This is it. Yeah, water. But so obviously, you wouldn't want to... If it's drinking water, you don't put it anywhere near there. No. But you can see, if it's just one leak, that is absolutely perfect. But, you haven't got to replace all the guttering. That could be so costly. But you did ask, what about larger gaps?
Yeah.
If it's a really big gap on roofing felt, you can buy something from a DIY store called a gauze. So it's like a little net, it's like a gauze.
Right.
You can stick that, and then you can paint over that. In fact, actually, do you know what? To illustrate that, we have got a sieve. So this could represent a gauze, OK?
Yeah.
Now, this is a demonstration that was done a while ago. Bitumen was used on this bit, first of all. You can see bitumen just fell through the holes, and it just goes all the way through it, OK? But let's say...
Don't strain yourself.
I know, right? Honestly, you're on fire today, Rob. But look at that, a bit of Roofix.
I've had a few days off.
A bit of Roofix.
By Sunday night, or wherever it is.
In the sieve, that is now a spoon. But George, just going back to guttering briefly, if you have got a bigger tear in it, that was quite a big problem, that.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So I went like, if you were to put Roofix straight through this slit there, it might block it, but some of it will go through.
Right.
Get a little bit of gaffer tape or some tape.
Oh, right.
Put Roofix on. After a day or two, after a few days, take it off and you're sorted. And someone told me, actually, that this, because this is famous, this is old, this prop here.
Yeah.
Someone told me that this is actually completely bonded together with Roofix. And I mean, this is old. I mean, it takes a few days to get to that level for it to dry, but it works instantly. So we haven't really got to worry about drying. We're not glossing a door here.
But the thing is that because it is an adhesive as well, so you know, even if you had a bit of net curtain or something, just to, you know, if you had a big hole, bit of net curtain would do it, wouldn't you? You know, anything you can grab. Similar to a gauze, isn't it? Because it will just get bonded into the whole fix.
Yeah, you just need something to hold it while it cures. And people say, well, which materials does this work on?
Which materials does this work on?
Well, since you asked, Rob, I'll tell you. So we've just done some guttering there. And you can actually see on this side, this is all Roofix. Again, you can get it in black, grey or white. Exactly the same, it's just the colour. So you can see there, now that little black stripe in the middle, that's old bitumen. It hasn't covered that hole at all. But that went all the way along. And you can see Roofix has filled it in. So it's done the job, so it finds the hole, it blocks it, and because you've got that thermoacrylic resin, it gives you that flexibility, which is what your roof naturally needs. Then we've got some metal here, so that could be fixings. Quite often you'll find metal fixings with little rubbery plastic fixings as well around corrugated roofs, so brackets, holdings, that's going to be great. This could be roofing felt here.
And to be clear, it didn't fill in the holes at all, whereas on the Roofix side it did.
Exactly. So it didn't do anything there, it went straight through it. Again, bitumen gives you some waterproofing properties, but Roofix is different. It's not bitumen-based, it's not tar-based. And you can see we've got more Roofix there on the roofing felt bitumen. It's coated it. That'll give you a little bit of waterproofing, but, you know, it's not going to fix that leak.
Again, hasn't fixed the gap, so the leak is still there.
You can see there, hasn't fixed the gap. And it hasn't fixed the gap here. Now, this is lead flashing. This is a common material you'll find where roofs are joined together. So, you know, the base of your chimney, this is where you'll find lead flashing. And around the perimeter of your house, it would maybe joined an extension. That's a very common area with leaks. So you can paint it on there first, and then, well, you can paint the rest of it onto your roofing felt, or you can squeegee it on, whichever's best for you. And then we've got different types of wood here. It could be chipboard, it could be timber, it could be wooden sleepers, you know, who knows? You can see bitumen does not fill the hole, but on Roofix, it fills it, and it's an instant fix, but it's not just a temporary fix. It's designed to last 10 years on any of those materials.
Question. So let's say, I just think of my granddad's old garden shed.
Right.
If you've got a felt roof on, say, a shed. And it's old, and it's seen better days, and it's wearing out.
Well, it's brittle, isn't it? It tears really easily.
Can you, instead of having to replace all the felt, which I don't even know what that would could you just cover it all in Roofix?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
So will it actually sort of protect the integrity of the felt
Absolutely right. If you've got old felt on there, paint it on top of it. That's the whole point. I mean, Joe, re-roofing is costly, it's time, it's a big old job. It's far easier just to slap on the Roofix and get the job done. Just brush away some of the loose bits, and you can see there, if you've got loose, flaky bits, just get it under there just to adhere, just to glue it and bond it together, and then you just spread it out. It's like a jelly, it's like a gel.
I mean, how do you know what thickness? I suppose it's sort of... So it's common sense, really, isn't it?
They say a flag, and we'll talk about flag in a second, actually, flag, they recommend around about 1 litre to 1 square metre. You haven't got to be, you know, perfectionist about it. Just chalk it out roughly, and it should do the job, fine.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's really good stuff.
It's such a phenomenal product. And the fact is, it does work. And well, let's talk about Flag, because they do produce this, or make this, manufacture this for the trade as well.
Trade. They actually even supply the London Underground.
Do they?
The Ministry of Defence have been going since 1939, and they are paint specialists. They won't often find this in DIY stores. They do French polishes. They even do paints that design for rusty hulls of ships. Oh my word, these guys, they do all sorts.
So you might call somebody, to come out and fix your roof, and they might come with a can of Roofix
They could
anyway.
well do. Yeah. This is like a trade secret, Rob.
This specific type is made for... Hang on, Charlie, this is a cardboard box.
Well, cardboard box we got here. Now, it's not every day you're going to be doing this, Rob.
No.
But you can see here, you've got the bitumen. This is old bitumen product. It's waterproofed it a little bit, but you can see here, we've got holes underneath.
Yep.
These holes, well, they're not going to do the job, are they? No. You can see that is just going to go straight through. Now, if we take the same cardboard box, and Rob, this is the most famous cardboard box in shopping telly.
I know.
This has been around for about 18 years. It's been passed down to me from the other people who have demonstrated Roofix. It is, you know, you can't beat that. Now, look, a cardboard box, we know it gets mushy. If you've had deliveries and it's left out in the rain, it goes all soggy. Yeah. That, my friends...
Look at that!
...is what I call... Waterproof, secure.
I don't know if we've got it to hand, but there was actually... Was it one of the owner's one of the owner's children?
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Built a ship out of...
I think it was a school project, wasn't it?
Yeah, cardboard boxes, coated it in Roofix. Sorry, that's a movie place.
Yeah.
And look, here it is. And actually took it for a bit of a sail.
Yeah.
The HMS Destroyer.
And that floats. I think the child actually went
here
in
it is.
Yeah, there you
Look
go.
at that!
How brilliant is this?
That is just bonkers.
I mean, that just proves that... I mean, that's protecting cardboard.
Yes.
On a boat, a cardboard. Do you know what? I'm going to whiz through the other bits. I've got more to show you.
Do you want to do a do-si-do?
But you can see... Yeah, we will. And you can see that's all the water I was holding in that there.
Remember, if you just want something for a sort of emergency cover or to have standing by in case anything, you know, you need it at some point, get yourself a 2.5 litre can at £39.99. That's £15 a litre. That works... Or £15 per square metre, I think, is what that works out at. But if you want to get the 5 litre, that drops it all the way down to £11.99 per square metre. That's the best value, sort of middle of the road value at £59.99. The best value of all, though, if you have larger projects, is you can get four of the 5 litre cans for £179.99, and that essentially means you get one 5 litre can for free. Remember, 1 litre covers approximately 1 square metre. So the 5 litre will cover 5 square metres. The 4-pack will cover 20 square metres. That's a big garage.
That's a big garage. That should be plenty for your average size garage. Absolutely. And Joe, people multi-buy this order too.
I'm sure
this bundle they really do in the past. But whilst it's here, whilst it's in stock,
that works out at £8.99 a square metre.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Or a litre. Yeah.
It's such peace of mind. It is. Now, do you know what? Let's be honest. When you see that roof, and I hope you don't, but if you do see that roof, the chance is it's going to be raining.
Yes.
So people do ask me, right, can you use this when it's wet? And obviously, don't go up ladders when it's wet. Rob, you can use it when it's wet.
And don't go up ladders when it's wet.
No, don't, only if it's safe to do so. But let's be honest, you don't. As soon as you get that link, you want to fix it as soon as you possibly can, can't you? Right, now, this is an extreme demonstration. You're not going to be painting underwater. But this really, Rob, is just to show you that it can adhere and bond to the material, even submerged underwater.
That is mad. It don't wash off.
And it doesn't wash off. How about that? It is excellent. How brilliant is that?
God.
And that's what it's designed to do. So if you've got a little bit of water on your roof, you don't need to worry. You just get it straight on. It's brilliant. And so we talked about, OK, there's 2 main things to this. How does it fix the hole and the leak in your roof? Well, it's got this Draylon fibre reinforcement. Yeah. That's what weaves and knits together, finds the hole and blocks it. But the flexibility is another component. Yeah. It's also got something called thermoacrylic resin. And that's what reactivates as we go through hot and cold temperatures. So obviously, as we go through all the seasons, you know, your house naturally expands and contracts, especially on your roof. You need something flexible on your roof, and your house isn't going to do that, is it? Let's be honest.
Now,
and
is that your last demonstration? What's this over here? Have we got time for that last one?
Well, this is just to show you.
About a minute left.
Right, do you know what? I'll show you. So if this is your roof, just brush away some loose leaves.
Just flop it on.
Flop it on, and then you might want to use a squeegee just to spread it out.
It spreads very easily.
And there we go.
It's a bit like icing your roof.
Oh, it is. I find it therapeutic. You haven't got to be a DIY expert. Slap it on. You might want to chalk it out 1 litre per square metre, and you're sorted. There you go.
But every single can, it's not just a way of stopping leaks dead in their tracks. It's also a way of protecting whatever you're putting it on, and every can comes with 10 years worth of protection. Go to shopontv.co.uk to get yours. Just select which of the sizes you want, whether it's the 2.5 litre, the 5 litre, or the 4 cans of 5. Entirely up to you. We've also got some Black Magic on there, which is amazing. Have a little look into that. Charlie, brilliant as always.
Good. Thanks so much. I enjoyed that.
And you can use it on absolutely any leak, except the ones in your vegetable patch. Yeah. Don't do that. Although the Welsh might be very happy.
They might.
Because they can buy protection.
That's
for their
another
leaks.
one I'm stealing from you.
Stay tuned. There's still lots more to see here at Shop on TV. Go have a look at the website and buy whatever you like. This is moving.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
This is Shop on TV, in case you hadn't noticed. And if you tuned in by mistake, stay, because we have got a fantastic solution for you.
Yeah.
Particularly, on those rare occasions it rains in the UK.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it doesn't happen very often.
Oh, but it's terrible at the moment, isn't it?
Do you know, since I've leased my car, which is now 5 months ago, I leased it.
Right.
And I think I've only ever driven it in the dry 3 times.
Oh, you're joking?
It's just every time I do a motorway drive, it's
Honestly.
either rain or snow.
I had a 3-hour drive today. It's raining pretty much the whole way through, and snowing as well. We had snow up north too. Honestly, it could be a nightmare, can't it?
It's never too late with the Roofix, because if with all the rain and such, and you're just thinking to yourself, maybe this is a good time for me to go and protect my roof.
Yeah, well, this is it. And do you know what? It's going to be this time of the year, isn't it, when we see those dreaded leaks? Because, again, I literally drove through snow early on today.
Did you really?
And I've driven across the country. It wasn't that bad on the east, but as I come through to the northwest, it's really got bad.
Wow.
But, and this is the point, this Roofix is designed to withstand and maintain its flexibility throughout all of these seasons, because your house naturally moves and expands and contracts. You don't see it, that would be worrying.
Sure.
But just very small amounts, and that's when we get leaks. And it's hard to avoid. It's just something that we have to deal with. But if you do get that dreaded leak, at least you know you've got a tin in your garden shed ready to fix it yourself instantly.
Let's say you just had an extension built, or a shed or a garage or something like that, or even a new roof for that matter.
Yeah.
Would you recommend getting this and saying to the contractors here, or if you're doing it yourself, can you slap some of this on as well?
Straight away,
it's 10 years worth of protection, isn't it?
Even if you haven't got a leak, buy this now and actually get it on your roof, because you've got something that's flexible. So, and this is the thing, when your house moves around, if you've got various different materials, when we go through the seasons, for peace of mind, you've got Roofix on your roof, and that's maintaining its flexibility to withstand the movements.
It's absolutely brilliant.
There
really isn't, that I'm aware of, another product like it. Whatever you want to fix, whatever kind of hole you want to fix, this is the thing you get. This is what you get, basically.
Yeah.
It's not bitumen. Bitumen doesn't fill holes. This does, even pretty large holes. And even if you've got really fairly substantial holes, there are ways even to do that as well. So it's just always worth having a can on hand. Or, I mean, if you've got a leak at the moment, maybe it's not your roof. Maybe my roof seems to be fine, but maybe it's your gutters. Yeah,
gutters. Honestly, it can be a nightmare. And you know what? It can be costly. It can be a bit of a mither. Having to replace your whole guttering system. Well, you can go up the ladder. If you've got a leak, you could just literally pull out the old leaves and then just slap it on, and you can see there, it's fixed it instantly. But that's designed to last you now 10 years. You just leave it. That's it. Slap it on and leave it.
And you can not only apply it while it is wet, raining or snowing, you can even as we showed earlier and we'll show again, you can even apply it submersed in water.
This is it. Well, do you know what? Because if let's say it is dry, as soon as you put it on, the heavens open. Don't worry, because it's going to do its job.
It's not going to wash off. And
even if you apply in the rain, it's still going to do its job, as long as it's safe for you to go up and do so. Yeah.
Absolutely. Charlie's going to have a little reset here, but here you can see, if you are going to do a whole roof, then it's really very easy to do. If you're comfortable going up on your roof like this, clear any debris and dirt and muck and what have you. And then just remember that each can will cover approximately 1 square metre. So measure out your roof, and Charlie even suggests maybe you chalk it out, so that way you dump one of the 5-litre cans on top to cover it. But you can do the sort of, if you've got specific areas that need filling first, you can use a brush, and then you can get yourself, I don't know, go and buy yourself a cheap squeegee from down at the local DIY store, and all you're doing is spreading it around. It's as simple as that. Getting even coverage in that 1 square metre area, and then just go square metre by square metre. It's as simple as that. It takes a while for it to dry. It takes probably a couple of days for it to cure completely, depending on the weather. But remember, once it's down, it's done. It's protecting the surface. It's not going to wash off. If it rains, nothing's going to spoil it, in other words. And that's going to give you 10 years worth of protection. It also looks really good. It gives you a really strong surface that is look very professional looking, but and also aesthetically pleasing. Look at this when you see the finished roof. I mean, look at that. But it's not just for good looks, it's also for great protection as well. And this particular version is exclusive to Shop on TV. They make this especially for us, the Roofix M, in case you look at other different types and see other different types out there. But the fact is that they do make this for the trade as well. And we've got 3 different options for you, 3 different varieties of size, depending on what your usage is. Now, if you just want to have a can sitting around in the garden, in the garage or the shed, because you just think, well, you know, my roof's seen better days, or you know, whatever part, maybe your dog kennel or your rabbit hutch or something like that. I just want to have a can sitting around just in case. Then, or you've already got a leak and it's just a very small leak, and maybe it's one of those intermittent leaks. 2.5 litres, that's going to cover roughly 2.5 square metres. $39.99 is the price. You're saving a tenner off our usual price. $15.99 per litre, or per square metre, that works out at. So that is the sort of the most expensive way of buying it. But it's still a great price, because obviously this is Shop on TV and we've got a great saving for you. Now, if you prefer, you can go up to sort of the middle ground, which works out at $11.99 per square metre or per litre, and that is your 5-litre can. So 5 square metres, I mean, that's quite a size. It's quite a decent size. That would probably more than cover, you know, a standard size kind of garden shed, for example. That works out at $11.99 per litre or per square metre, and it's $59.99. We're saving you a tenner off of that as well. Now, if you have a particular project that you are doing which requires larger coverage, the best value that we offer is when you multi-buy. So this is 4 cans times 5 litres. So that is 20 square metres worth of coverage, and that's $179.99. Now, by comparison, we don't have to change the shot or the graphics or anything. That 5 litre is $59.99. Now, if you bought 3 of those, that would be $179.97, right? So in other words, when you buy the 4-pack, essentially you get 1 can of 5 litres for free. And it does come in different colours as well. They all come in either black, grey or white across all of the different sizes. So entirely up to you which one you choose. And maybe you need to mix and match. I mean, obviously you can't mix and match in the multi-pack, but you can buy whatever different colours you want if you do buy them individually as well. So at the end of the day, as they say, you do you, babe. Whatever you need, stick it in your bag. What is it they say? Get it in your bag. On I'm a Celebrity. And do check out. And you can spread the cost interest-free as well. $62.31 times 3 if you're going to get yourself the 4-pack. But you can add as many in as you like. With PayPal Pay in 3, you actually can spend anything between £30,000 and £2,000, and so you get approval from PayPal for whatever that spend happens to be. And I believe if you have a balance left over, you can actually come back and use it another day. All you have to do is select PayPal as your payment method when you check out. That will take you to PayPal's website, where you can log into your account or create an account if you need to. And then if you select Pay Later, then that will give you the option to go through the process to get yourself the interest-free payments and spread them across 3 months, interest-free. That was a mouthful. It is great stuff. And, of course, you can always call 0333 241 241. The only thing is you can't use PayPal Pay in 3 if you use the phone number. So choose your colour, choose your size. And, by the way, what else is coming up later in the week here on Shop on TV? Why am I asking you when I'm the one being paid to tell you? Well, I will tell you, I think. And oh, we're not showing a menu. I thought, OK, sorry. Right. So... OK, sorry, slight breakdown in communication with myself and my producer there. I misunderstood. So we're not telling you what's coming up later in the week on Shop on TV. We're just showing you what else we've got left, or not left, but on the show tonight. So there's your flag paints, your Roofix, but we've got Black Magic and all. Now that is a way to paint things black, but also protect and seal them as well. We've also got my absolute favourite super glue, the Fuerza Fix. Fuerza is it Italian, I think, for force? Italian? Yeah. Fuerza. So this stuff, what doesn't it stick? Well, the only things that it doesn't stick are 2 types of plastic, and one of them is what the bottle's made out of, because you don't want the glue sticking the bottle together, do you? No. And yet, on so many other types of super glue product, that seems to always be the case. Whenever I go to use it again, I can never get the lid off. We've got some microfiber cloths, and we've got a wonderful tap adapter as well if you want to create an aerated flow. Who doesn't need that? And also be able to twist, but down there, that sort of little tap adapter thing, you can twist that around so you can clean your sink very, very easily. It's a really great product, that. If we get time, we'll show you that later. I didn't explain that very well, but you can go and have a little peruse if you want online. Now, here we are, I think. No, in fact, no, we're not. Yes, we are. Are we? Maybe. It could happen. Here's the rest of... Blimey, that's a full week, isn't it? So, it's a big week ahead. So, Friday night into Saturday, we've got In the Kitchen with Salter. That'll be me tomorrow night, basically, with Joe Rembrandts is back in the house. And then Saturday into Sunday, In the Kitchen with Power. We've got the Tower Pans with me also. But if you don't like me, just watch anyway, because the pans are really good. Sunday into Monday, around the home, it's Dayu. That will be the Dayu, because we have a launch of Dayu here on Shop on TV, Sunday into Monday. Then another first, what a week, another big day. Monday night into Tuesday morning, fashion at great prices with Damart. Yes, Damart are coming to Shop on TV. And my goodness me, have they got some great items. We've been working for a long time on that, getting that show ready. Then Tuesday into Wednesday, Blue Magic Cleaning Solutions. Then Wednesday into Thursday, Post Gold for Cash. And Thursday into Friday, Mulberry Silk Luxury Bedding. That will be also with moi. I'll be back for that, for Mulberry Silk, towards the weekend. My usual days, Thursday, Friday and Saturday nights.
It's a busy week.
It's a busy week.
Yeah.
A lot of work's gone into that week.
I know it has, yeah.
I'm exhausted. I want a nap. Now, stay tuned, because we have lots more to enjoy, to see. And by the way, if you are watching us live, then you can send us any messages, questions. If you have questions about Roofix or Black Magic when we get to it later, then you can just send us an email, studio@shopontv.co.uk. And Charlie, are you ready to do it all again?
We've got loads of demonstrations. We might look at Black Magic as well during the show.
I love that stuff.
It's another one of my favourites. I love it. But yeah, it's all about the Roofix.
Yes, indeed. Stay tuned. ITV, STV about to join us. It's about to get crazy. So I said, don't squeeze it too hard, because it can pop.
Oh, I see, yeah. No, good advice. Good advice, never do that. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Lock. And the one, the only, the irrepressible, the irredoubtable, the irresistible.
I'll stop it. Charlie with an E, yeah. It doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? It doesn't work.
Well, you've got to put some oomph into it.
Yeah, OK, I'll rehearse that.
You should. You've got to practice doing a backwards E.
Yes, you have.
Because so to the people at home, they see the E, you see.
I couldn't do that. That messes with my head. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Charlie with the... Ladies and gentlemen, you've tuned into a really phenomenal night. It's one of our best-selling products. It's one of the best products that money can buy, because
Well, do you know what, Rob? I agree, this is my favourite DIY product. It's all about Roofix. If you've got a leak on your roof, you can fix it yourself instantly. You haven't got to be a roofer, you haven't even got to be a DIYer. If you can hold a paintbrush and slap it on, you can fix a leak. But also,
it's designed
to last 10 years. Yeah, slap it on.
Yeah.
So, Rob, this could be your garage roof, this could be your main house, it could be your shed outbuildings, it makes no difference.
Rabbit
It could be, rabbit hutch. It could be a flat roof. It could be a pitched roof. I'm going to pierce some holes into this. Now, this is just an old bit of roofing felt. Do you know, I've got 3 in there. Let's go for 4, shall we? Now, if you see that coming through your roof, in the attic, in the shed, dripping onto all your tools, that could be a very costly repair. What are you going to do? Well, you call someone. They may not be able to come out instantly.
Well, it'd be a bucket, wouldn't it?
You need a bucket, wouldn't it?
That could be leaking into your electrics and wreaking all sorts.
Do you know anyone? Do you know roof repairer? Oh, I don't know. What would you Google? It can be quite a stressful thing. Yeah. But this is much easier. So rather than all that mither, if it's safe to do so, if you can go up onto your roof, take some Roofix, and you can fix it yourself instantly, just like that. Now, Rob, that is fixed it instantly, and it's designed to last you 10 years. Should we do it again? Let's do it again.
That's no exaggeration. That is the correct and literal usage of the word instantly.
Yeah, instantly. I can see the water. And do you know what? The reason I'm doing it underwater, because let's be honest, we've had some terrible weather today. The chances are it's going to be raining when you see that leak. So even if your roof is wet, you can fix it straight away, just like so.
The wind has been really bad, and that's when certainly where I've been, and not like that. And so I mean, it could be knocking your roofing tiles off, and tearing up your felt and all this kind of stuff. This is prime time. Like this is exactly when that sort of thing could very well happen. It
really can, because if you got roofing felt like this is old bitumen. It's quite brittle. It dries out as we go through different seasons. But you know what? It's so easy. All you do, sweep off some loose materials. If you've got some dried leaves or some moss on there, get rid of all that. You haven't got to be perfectionist about it. Once it's clear, and then just slap it on. It's so easy to use. Anyone can use this. If you can hold a paintbrush or a squeegee, you can fix your roofs straight away. John, we're just getting started, OK? Don't forget, this is not a bitumen product. This is something you can't buy in the DIY stores. It's not bitumen, it's not tar-based. We've got lots of demonstrations. We're going to be fixing guttering and all sorts in this live show.
If you have any questions at any point, just send us an email, studio@shopontv.co.uk. This is not a temporary fix. It is a permanent fix, or I suppose semi-permanent technically, because it is guaranteed to last up to 10 years. It's a decade-long fix. So, the water will evaporate, it will dry off, but the repair remains and keeps on working. And not only has it fixed the leak, but it's also now protecting that area against any further occurrences of leakage.
Even if you haven't got, if you haven't got a leak, put it on there now for preventative measures.
It's like a protective film, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, so you can use it as a preventative measure, exactly as Charlie said. Now, we've got 3 different options for you. Maybe you've already got something that you think is either going to spring a leak, or maybe you've got an intermittent leak or something like that. It could be a bucket, it could be a water butt, it could maybe a guttering you noticed as leaking. Like this, for example, well, for $39.99, you can get 2.5 litres in either white, grey or black. You choose the colour. Now, bear in mind, this is the rule of thumb, that 1 litre will cover 1 square metre. So, for $39.99, that works out at $15.99 per litre, or $15.99 per square metre of protection and repair. Now, if you have a larger project that you have in mind, maybe it's your shed, you want to cover the roof and protect it for up to 10 years, then we have a 5 litre option as well. That will give you, as I said, 5 square metres of coverage. That's $59.99, and that works out at $11.99 per litre or per square metre, saving a tenner off of that, as you were on the previous item as well. And so that is going to give you a decent coverage. We reckon, I would say, a standard-ish, if there is such a thing, size garden shed. But if you need more of it, if you've got certain areas, and by the way, if you've got felt on a roof somewhere that's seen better days, then this will actually help. Instead of you having to replace all the felt, this will seal the felt and protect it and kind of give it a new lease of life, really. Now, the best value that we have for you, if you have a large project, we can give you 20 square metres of coverage. That could be the roof of an extension, you know, or, I mean, that's a pretty good size. Well, 4 cans are $179.99. That works out at $8.99 per litre or per square metre. And that, essentially, because if you bought 3 separately, then that would be the same price. So when you buy the 4-pack, basically you're getting 1 for free, the 4th one for free. So talk us through this, Charlie.
Well, do you know what? It's so easy to use. If you've got, like, debris on there, bits of gravel, if you've got, I don't know, little bits of moss, because some gravel, some old dried bird muck, whatever it is, you just sweep it off. You haven't got to wash it or dry it. Even if it's wet, you can still use this. So remove the loose debris, go around the edge first with a brush, and then for the middle bit, you might want to use a squeegee just like this, and you just lay it out. And if you're wondering, well, how thick do I apply it? You can, if you want to, chalk it out, so you can map out square metres so you know you're getting the correct coverage. But you haven't got to be perfectionist about it, to be honest.
No.
We're not glossing a door. Literally, you're just slapping it on and you're going to let it do its job. So if you have got a leak, it's going to fix that instantly. That's what it's designed for. And it's also designed to last for 10 years. But as we mentioned, even if you haven't got a leak, but put this on now. Put this on now for preventative measures.
But as we expected, we are super busy on this. It's one of our top-selling items.
It always is. Always
People
is.
are multi-buying, obviously, but please make sure you check out your basket. We don't have a ton of all of it. I think the most we've got is in the 4-pack. Is that right, Caroline? I'm just trying to remember.
I think it is,
The majority is in the 4-pack, but in the 5 litre, that actually could sell out first. So if you want to get it, grab it. Again, no technical or DIY or expert knowledge is required at all. If you can hold a paintbrush and use a paintbrush, you can use Roofix. And if you think what it would cost to get a contractor out, and what if it's the middle of the night? You know, maybe you can't get hold of it. If there's an emergency, it's a bit like a fire extinguisher. You don't buy a fire extinguisher for when you don't need it, you buy it for when you do. And so maybe it is just have a 2.5 litre can standing by. But if you've got, let's say you've just had a new roof done, on the conservatory or the shed or wherever it may be, the garage, then prevention is always better than cure. This is going to put, at a really affordable price, I would suggest, a really tough, resistant, protective cover on that surface. And, I mean, how much would it cost you to get your roof fixed, to refelt it?
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, it's the upheaval as well. It's getting everything out, and also it's the actual damage a leak can cause. I mean, you can cause mould issues, damp issues. It can ruin carpets, and honestly, and it's the emotional attachment as well. It might go on damage your favourite bit of furniture that's been passed down to you. I know, a quilt your grandmother made,
or it might
all
leak
these
into
things.
your electrics, and I mean,
don't honestly. No one wants to leak.
Look, water erodes, rocks and cliffs over the, water's gets everywhere,
You don't want that in your house.
Carves mountains. Keep it out. It's a menace. If you go to shopontv.co.uk and click on the live on air by now, you'll see the banner on the homepage. It's very easy to see. It'll take you through to our show page, and there are all of our offerings for this show this evening. The 2.5 litre at $39.99, saving you a tenner. The 5 litre at $59.99, also saving you a tenner. And then $179.99, saving you actually a lot of money there. Essentially, you're getting 1 can for free. Also coming up a little bit later on, we have, if we have time for it, got the Black Magic 2.5 litres. Now, that it's basically, to say it's a black paint is to say that a cheesecake is just a cake. This is paint plus, isn't it?
Really?
It is. Yeah. Also, we've got Fix coming up. We've got some lovely microfiber cloths. You can never have too many of those. And just down the bottom, we've got a wonderful thing that you put on your tap, and it does all kinds of wonderful things, as I just mentioned, that you can find out more about by clicking on it and reading up, because I haven't got time to talk about it now. Makes your tap do good things. Now, coming up this week on Shop on TV, it's a big week. It's roughly 7 days, but each of those days is quite important. Why am I starting with Thursday, Rob? What day are we? Who am I? Where am I? So Friday night into Saturday, so tomorrow night, basically, in the kitchen with Salter. Yes, we've got Salter here at Shop on TV. In fact, I don't think we've done any Salter products yet. That, I believe, is the launch of Salter. Yeah, it's a show. Yeah, so got a really, really good kitchen show tomorrow night. Then Saturday night into Sunday morning in the kitchen with Tower. We have the return of the Tower pans, which are my pans, my favourite pans. I use them all over the country. I literally have 2 sets. Then Sunday into Monday, that'll be the Daewoo. And it is the Daewoo that Daewoo launches at Shop on TV. Oh, yes, very excited. Lots of time that's taken us to get that wonderful brand onto Shop on TV, and it'll be with you Sunday into Monday. Monday into Tuesday, Damn Art, another big one. This is just an amazing launch with their incredible fashion that's coming to Shop on TV Monday into Tuesday, and then Tuesday into Wednesday, Blue Magic Cleaning Solutions, Wednesday into Thursday, Post Gold for Cash, Thursday into Friday, Mulberry Silk.
That's a busy week coming up. Talk about variety.
It's been mad.
Yeah.
Honestly, I need to lie down after all of that.
I know, right? Yeah. We need to take a breath after that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm so proud to be here with this, though. Roofix, honestly, is one of my favourite DIY products. Should we talk about what's in it?
I think, hey...
Should we go for it?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't need to ask me.
I've got so much to go through. So we've just fixed a roof live on air. Again, that could be a pitched roof, that could be a flat roof, corrugated roofing, so metal, UPVC, guttering, wood, all it's designed to run on pretty much any building material.
Yes.
Right, but let's show you how this works, because people say, well, isn't that just bitumen? No, this is not a bitumen product, it's not a tar product either. Now, just to show you the difference, and just to explain what actually is in it, let's compare it to a competitor. So this is actually bitumen, OK? Now, that, you can see there, it's so runny, it's like using gloss paint. That is not going to find that leak on your roof. It's just going to run straight through it, OK? In fact, you know what? Let's go up to the funnels at the top here, because right at the top, this is representing leaks on your roof. If you use bitumen, that's not going to fill the hole. Well, that's just going to go straight through it. Now, don't get me wrong, bitumen, it has its place. It's got good waterproofing properties. You know, the plinth at the base of your house, basements, garden walls, you know, it does have its place, all right? But for fixing a leak on your roof, it's not ideal because, Rob, we need something that's going to find that hole, block it, and we need that flexibility. Bitumen isn't designed to be flexible, but your roof, because it naturally expands and contracts, you need that flexibility. Right, do you know what? Should we put some more in? Because you can see there.
Shove it in. I think we get the idea. Well, I mean,
it's not going to block.
Bitumen's a liquid.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything in it to make it...
It goes straight through it. Thick. Well, let me go down here to the cardboard, because as soon as you dip your brush in, when you get it home, give it a good stir, and when you put your brush in, this is just a cheap brush, the cheapest one I can find at a DIY store, you can see it's different straight away. What you're looking at there is Draylon nylon fibres. So they're Draylon fibres. So they're weaved throughout the paint. Just give it a good stir. It's already in there, and that's what finds the hole and it blocks it. It's like a thick jelly-like substance that you literally just slap on, and that's the difference. In fact, you know, if I actually try and block the other funnel, well, do you know what? It's going to do that straight away.
While you're doing that, can I read out some emails?
Yeah, absolutely, go for it. So those fibres, they're going to knit together, and they are going to block that hole. Now, I'm going to leave it there for the whole show. That is not going to budge. And you can actually see the fibres I've got on here.
Yeah.
You don't get them separately. This is just for demonstration purposes. It's all pre-mixed.
So you said these are exactly the same size down to the micron?
Yes, you're absolutely right. They have to be. They're actually down to the micron. They're actually computer controlled. That's how precise these fibres have to be. So they're exactly the same thickness, exactly the same length. If they weren't, they wouldn't knit together. They wouldn't weave together and block that hole. You don't need to know this. All you need to do, get the paint out, open the lid, give it a stir, slap it on your roof, and it fixes and seals that leak.
To show you what's in it, basically, as well as some other clever things. Hey, Carol, how are you? She says, sorry, I've been quiet lately. So she had her op on Thursday, apparently.
Oh, I hope you're all right, Carol.
Yeah, hope you're recovering nicely, Carol. She says, when you say guaranteed for 10 years, is that under normal rain conditions or bad storm conditions?
What a brilliant question, brilliant question. Can you pass that bit of corrugated roof, Rob? Is that all right?
Absolutely.
OK, so we've talked about how it blocks the leak in your roof, but to answer your question, yes, this is designed to last through all the different seasons. And your roof needs something flexible because we go through scorching hot sun, you know, in the summer, icy cold temperatures in the winter. You're going to go through all different temperature changes. Well, it's got something else inside Roofix called thermoacrylic resin, and that's what reactivates when we go through different temperature changes. So it stays flexible in the spring, in the summer, in the autumn, in the winter. Now, your roof's not going to do that. This is a daft extreme example. But it's not cracking. It's not peeling. It's flexible. even in this extreme example here. So that's why it's designed to last you for 10 years. You slap it on, it fixes that leak, and then it's going to give you that flexibility for 10 years.
It's a cracking product, but it doesn't crack when you put it on.
No.
So actually, in fact, Carol, you make a really good point, because it's not just, is it for rain or storm? It's like, absolutely, for really the worst, wherever you've put that, I'd like to see the storm that could take on Roofix.
Yeah.
But actually, it's been very stormy. We've had lots of torrential rain, we've had a lot of terrible snow and all kinds of things. And also, I don't know about where you live, but where I've been the last couple of days, it's been very, very windy. And it's, you know, the whole house was rattling yesterday. And that's when the felt can get ripped off, right? That's when leaks can occur. And it's, you know, sometimes it's just, it's like plasters. You have them in a first aid kit in case you cut yourself. So maybe you get the 2.5 litre just in case you need it, or maybe you want to protect stuff now.
Well, do you know what? I've got a very, very old bit of roofing felt. I found this in a car park in a DIY store. Do you know what?
Yeah.
And you know what? This can dry out so quickly. This is not going to last you that many years.
But let's say I had an old roof. Maybe I just moved into a new house and there's an old roof like that, covered in that stuff. If I put Roofix on it, is that going to protect?
It's going to reinforce it.
Save me having to refelt.
Yeah. It could well do that.
It's going to save you a fortune.
It's going to save you a fortune. And the either the upheaval. So if you've got loose bits on there, some leaves, some moss, brush all that stuff off and then just slap it on, just paint it on, like you would a normal paint. And if you want to use a squeegee, you can. It's completely down to you. But you haven't got to be perfectionist about it. No. And it's going to do the job. But people buy this even if they haven't got a roof. Even brand new roofs. Do you know what? I've got a bay window. My neighbour's got an identical house, a semi-detached. And his bay window actually caved in and damaged some books. And, you know, things that are really blessed, things that are really impressive. So I'm going to do that on my roof now. I haven't got around to it, I need to. But I haven't got a leak, but that worried me, so I'm going to put Roofix on that bay window roof. I've got LED flashing around there, that's going to be perfect. I've got some very old roofing felt like this. I'm going to slap it on, and then I can relax. It's going to have that flexibility.
The great thing is you don't have to wait for a nice day to do it, because even if at the moment you do choose a nice day to do it, it's going to rain at some point, isn't it? You could literally do this in the pouring rain if you wanted to. I wouldn't advise it. But the fact is, if you've just put it all down and then it starts even torrentially raining, it doesn't matter, because the rain's not going to wash it away. It will still continue to cure, even if it's in fact, Charlie, go on.
Yeah.
Can I give you that?
Yeah, fine.
So we don't have to move all the cap, because look at this.
Yeah.
I know that I'm being a pain here.
No.
But
no, not at all.
I'm messing everything up.
No, I'm
just going jazz.
No, because
I've gone rogue. No, I'm off-piste.
I know where you're going with this. Yeah. Because look, let's be honest. The chances are, if you see a leak, it's going to be raining. You don't want to wait for that dry day, because that could be weeks in this country, couldn't it?
Yeah.
This is an extreme example. So people ask, can you use this in wet conditions? Well, I'm going to submerge this underwater. And Rob, this is extreme. I'm going to take that Roofix. They're those Draylon fibres, but this is designed to go underwater even. So if you have got rain,
could you use it on boats?
Water, if you want to, why not? Why not? That is fantastic.
In fact, can you use it on boats? Yes, you can, because actually, I think it's one of the owner's children made this out of cardboard. That is a cardboard boat, the HMS Destroyer. And it's literally just supermarket cardboard boxes, but covered in Roofix, and look, it is watertight. It is seafaring.
It is, honestly.
It is ocean-worthy.
A cardboard box.
Cardboard box!
Right?
So actually,
that's how waterproof it is.
Patricia was asking if she could use it on her caravan roof.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah, your caravan. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. But also, maybe your butt starts leaking. Your water butt in your garden. It springs a little. You know, even if it's still got water in it.
You don't put it around where you're going to drink. So obviously not the water tank in your attic.
No, I'm talking about... No.
Your water butts for like your... for outside.
For watering your plants and things like that.
You do water.
But even if it's got water in it, even if you've got a bucket of water and it springs a hole, dear Liza, you can repair it while the water's still in it, if you so desire. So it is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff.
It really is. And, you know, we fix roofs. Again, this is not bitumen, this is not tar base, it's completely different. This is the thing you don't find in DIY stores. So whilst it's here, guys, get it. Especially, this is the time of the year.
And they make this for the trade, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And you know, it could save you an absolute fortune. I mean, guttering can be expensive. I've actually drilled some holes in this one. You can see
that was your first problem.
That's my first problem there. But, you know, Rob, you know what? That can run down the side of the house. That can cause damp
got a leak in my guttering. I only drilled holes in it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's your problem then.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, that can make patios slippery. You can get algae and all sorts on there. Now, let's say, all right, you can replace a little bit of it. It might not be in stock, you know, you might have different colours, you might have patchy bits of gutting all over the place, it looks unsightly. It's far easier, if it's safe to do so, to just go up your ladder. In fact, you know, I'll do it in black this time, just so you can see the difference.
Yeah.
If I was to go up the ladder and just slap it on, just paint it on the actual gutter, I'm going to cover those holes, just like so.
And it literally, I mean, you don't have to be pretty with it. You just get it on there, don't you, basically?
Yeah, just get it on there.
And it's immediately, the minute it's on, it's working.
It's working. There you go. And do you know,
now, show us before we, just to give it, no.
You can see there.
Obviously, you'd probably do that in grey.
You would do, yeah, exactly. But you've got white, you've got black, all sorts. If I pour the water on there...
In goes the dihydrogen monoxide.
I'm still going. How incredible...
No leaks.
Is that? No leak. How about that? And if I pour it out now... There's all the water that's held in there.
Because the fibres mesh together and they cover the hole. We're going to talk about bigger holes in a moment as well. It's absolutely flying out the door. Please make out you check out. Hang on, let me do that in English. Please make sure... It's been a long week. It's been a long year. It's been a long year. See, I can't even say that. It's been a long life. Please make sure you check out your basket. If you don't pay for it, unfortunately, we've got this bizarre rule. We don't send you the product. I don't know who they think they are. But honestly, it really is. It's something that's worth having as a preventative measure. It's something that's worth having as an emergency response measure. And it's something that you can actually use as a protectant on roofs and other surfaces too. So whether you need it in an emergency, whether you need it because maybe your roof has seen better days and you're just thinking, oh, it's not going to be long before that springs a leak, well, get it on and get 10 years protection in every single can. And it's much, much more affordable than calling out a contractor. You can do it yourself. And actually, I say that, you know, I'm not trying to take work away from contractors. Contractors, why don't you use it as well? In fact, I know a lot of professionals do. It is used in the trade. It's used in the London Underground and various other places as well, by the way. Yeah, get it while you can. Get it while it's available. Kay says, can Roofix be used over porcelain tiles for use on an unused balcony?
Yeah, don't see why not. Yeah, don't see why not. Yeah. Go for it. This is it's probably more than this, but this gives you the highlights of what it can be used on.
Wood? What is OSB?
Wood, I believe it's type of joist. I believe it's type of joist, yeah.
Well, you know, obviously it works on OSB. Galvanised surfaces, asbestos, or actually, I don't know if it protects against the asbestos. Obviously, you might want to consult a specialist if you do have asbestos anywhere. Fiberglass, composite, plastic, metal, acrylic, PVC, polycarbonate, non-glazed, so non-glazed tiles. So in answer to your question, Kay, if the tiles are glazed, then no. But if they are unglazed, then yes. PVC gutters, cast iron gutters, metal, copper and concrete gutters, asphalt, if it's aged, bitumen, if it's also aged, concrete, felt, lead, and a whole lot more. Most people are going for the 5-litre can. That's $59.99. That works out at $11.99 per litre, which is essentially per square metre. So you get 5 square metres coverage, saving you a tenner. But if you want to, if you've got a big area that you want to do, maybe you've just built an extension, maybe you've just had the roof refelted or something like that. If you want to, put the Roofix on to then protect it even further for up to 10 years. It looks really good. You've got a choice of colours, and it's very affordable per square metre. And the 4-pack is actually the most affordable way of getting it for if you need a larger amount of it, because you're getting 4 5-litre cans essentially for the price of 3. So we're basically giving you a 4th can of 5-litre Roofix for free. All you got to do, well, you want to talk us through it?
Yeah, let's do it. So again, how goes to be a DIY expert? So sweep off some loose debris, old leaves, that kind of thing. And we advise actually to start painting around the edge, OK? So it could be lead flashing. So if it's around chimney breasts or if you've got buildings joined together, quite often you find lead flashing on the side. So literally, you don't have to map it out in too much of a perfectionist manner, but you can chalk it out. We say about 1 litre for 1 square metre. But for the middle bit, you can even use a squeegee. You can do it all with a brush if you want to, but if you've got a squeegee to hand, then yeah, you can apply it out.
And it could be raining while you're doing it.
It could be raining, yeah. If the roof is still wet, you can still do it then, because you don't want that leak. You want it to
still last 10 years.
It will still last 10 years.
It won't wash away. It won't dilute it and make it weaker.
No, the water literally will just sit on top.
And it will
even after you've just applied it.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. If you want to wait for a dry day, yeah, absolutely you can do, whatever's your choice. Yeah. But, and I think it looks good, you know, because if you want the white, if you want the grey, if you want the black, it does exactly the same job. You know, if you've got grey roofing in other parts of the building, you might want to match it. If you've got white guttering, you might go for the white.
Yeah. It is aesthetically very pleasing, I have to say. Oh, apparently we've got another good question. What's that? Izzy wants to know, if you apply it, this is Izzy in Manchester.
Okay.
Izzy just behind the camera, actually. Our floor manager. She wants to know, if you apply it when it's raining,
yes,
does it take longer to cure?
It can do. It takes about a couple of days to fully cure. But you don't.
It's a chemical process.
Yeah,
isn't it? So
you don't really need to worry about that, actually, because all you need to know is, will it fix the leak instantly? Yes, it does.
And it doesn't matter if there's water on it, because it will still cure perfectly without any degradation in its curing capabilities.
Yeah, we're not decorating. You're not worried about drying time.
A little bit longer, who cares?
Yeah, it will take a bit longer to cure if it's wet. But
do you know whether you were happy with your answer?
Yeah. We got a thumbs up there. We got a thumbs up there. Right, should we show you some more demos?
No.
Because we got
Let's
more.
Go home.
I'm going to be fixing. I'm going to fix more roofs. So stay with us. Stay with us live. Do you know what though? We got a bit of fun actually.
I'm going to get this out your way.
Because so we have got.
Does it fix iPads?
It doesn't fit on iPads, no. Okay, so we got something just a little bit daft just to show you just how effective this is. Now we've got a sieve here. We actually used a little bit of black bitumen paint. It just went straight through, and you can see, look, it's just going to go all the way through. Bitumen, it's not designed to fix a leak. It's not designed to fill in the hole. It's not designed to maintain the flexibility.
What is it actually designed for?
It's good waterproofing properties. Like, I like bitumen.
So it's good for waterproofing flat surface. Or
yeah, like the base of your house, like plinths of your house. People do garden walls, that kind of thing. You know, it's fine for that. Basically, areas that don't need to be flexible. Your roof needs that flexibility, especially when we go through different seasons. But we took another sieve, we put some Roofix in it, and look, well, we basically made a spoon there.
Well, you've gone and waterproofed it, haven't you?
We've waterproofed it. But the Draylon fibres, they filled in those holes.
It's not going to be any good for your tea now.
It's not, is it? It's filled in those holes, and it's going to give you that flexibility. So how does it work? Well, there's two main... How does it work? There's two main things, OK? Yes. So, firstly, you've got these Draylon fibres. It's from the nylon family, and this is already pre-mixed in your paint. You haven't got to add it. It's just one tin, you open it up, give it a stir, and you slap it on. But this is actually what's inside the paint. So you've got thousands and thousands and thousands, maybe even millions of these. They're all designed to knit together, weave together, and find that leak, find that hole, and fix that leak.
And you said they're laser cut, or they're cut...
Computer controlled, yeah.
So even to the micron, they are the same size. Because otherwise you'd have thin spots and you'd have thick spots.
And it doesn't knit together as effectively. Because you need to knit and weave together. It's a very
technical product.
It is a very technical. So actually, to the micron, they're all the same length, same thicknesses, same everything. So they're identical. So that's what knits together and fixes the leak on your roof, or your garage or your house. But you've also got something called a thermoacrylic resin. That's what gives you the flexibility. Now, do you know what? As your house goes through the seasons, it naturally expands and naturally contracts, OK? But this is an extreme example. If you want something that's flexible, which is exactly what your roof needs and your guttering needs, your whole house needs, to be honest, then that is going to do the job. Your roof is not going to do that.
Especially if it's a new house, because it settles, doesn't it, a new house?
Yeah, exactly. And you can see there, that is not cracking. You can't even see it straining.
And that's the grey Roofix on there.
That's the grey Roofix on there. That's the grey Roofix. You see,
and so it does work on the plastic, or the PVC. So maybe you have got... this type of PVC was
on sheds, outbuildings,
way of doing, as you say, outbuildings, sort of early conservatories.
Awnings, yeah. It could be old metal corrugated roofings. And if you got you're going to have fixings on there. Yeah. If it goes, quite often, where the fixings go through the actual roof, that's where you get the leak. Yeah. So it's going to go over metal, the little rubber bungs that go around it, plastic bungs are going to go straight over that. It goes over wood, all sorts. So That's what blocks the hole,
yes.
and that's what gives you the flexibility.
I have a question, and it's probably a stupid question, but I'm going to ask it
There's
anyway.
no stupid questions, Rob.
Well, let's see.
Right.
Can I use it on cake? No. Let's say I constructed something out of wood, pine.
Yeah.
I mean, in my youth, I did tinker with a little DIY.
Right, OK.
But let's say I built a rabbit hutch or a gerbil hutch or something like that, and I haven't put felt on it or anything like that. If I put Roofix straight on the wood, will that make it waterproof?
Yeah, absolutely it will.
Will that do the job of felt?
It's going to repel the weather, put it that way. So, waterproof, and it's going to maintain the flexibility. So, if you have got a rabbit hutch on the top there, log stores, you know, because you don't want to put wet wood, obviously, in your log burners, do you? So it helps to keep all that dry. Yeah. So your actual main house, flat roof, pitch roof, doesn't matter what material, it's designed for that. Garages, outbuildings, annex, garden sheds, bike stores, it's designed for all of that. Amazing. And even if you haven't got a leak, people buy this for preventative measures, for that peace of mind.
Yeah, but maybe you work at a school, if you're a caretaker or something, or a, sort of handy person at the school. It's great to have some of this, because, I mean, the bike sheds, I used to spend a lot of time in the bike sheds. Right, yeah. For naughty reasons.
We won't go there.
I don't do it anymore. But it was forever leaking. The bike sheds.
Which is perfect
bike sheds.
But you know, for all materials, and you can see I've got just a few of them here. So your guttering, that's going to be perfect. So you can see we've got black Roofix just on the side here.
Yeah.
The metal, sorry, the other black colour we got down the middle, that's a bitumen product. Remember, Roofix is not something you buy in DIY stores. It's not bitumen based. It's not tar based. No. This is bitumen. You can see we've got a crack there. Yep. Looks like it's been cut in purposefully, all the way down the guttering. The bitumen is just, it hasn't gone all the way through. It's just given a bit of waterproofing, but that's not going to fix the leak. No. But you can see Roofix all the way down here. It's knitted together. It's those Draylon fibre reinforcements that's going to give you and stop that leak. Yes. If we go down to the metal here, again, that could represent metal corrugated roofing, fixings, all sorts. Now, you've got holes where you can see the bitumen's gone through the holes. Yeah. The Roofix, you get the idea.
It's filled the holes in.
It's filled the holes in. Roofing felt. Now, this stuff gets so brittle, it tears so easy. I don't understand why it's used so widely, actually. No. And it can maintain a bit of flexibility, but it's not long, especially after a hot summer. It starts to dry out.
The Roofix is on
it does when it has that. Absolutely right. So you're enhancing the flexibility.
All the way through there, but again, it stops when the Roofix goes over.
It stops. Yeah, you can see it stops there, can't you? Now, this is really important. LED flashing. So this is going to be around the perimeter of a roof.
Cole, I'm presuming Colin says, can Roofix be used to replace areas of lead flashing that's leaking instead of replacing it?
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right again. It's perfectly timed, that. Thanks, Cole. Now, your lead flashing, I wonder where it is. It's bound to be where your roofs join together. Maybe you've had an extension. Yeah. So if you've got a bit of wall, then a roof is going to be bridging those gaps around the base of chimney breasts. Right. Around there.
So you can repair lead flashing, or you could do away with the lead flashing, is what I think he's asking, and use the Roofix instead.
Yeah. You can do.
Seal the gap?
It depends how big the gap is. You probably need to leave if it's covering a big gap, you'll need to leave the lead flashing there. If it's really bad, if it's pretty much eroded away, then you might need to replace it. Yeah. But if you just need to give it a bit of a coating, then that's absolutely fine.
But if it's a small gap,
if it's a small gap, like this. So, Colin, if it's like that, you should be absolutely fine. It's worth trying this first because it could save you a lot of money. People buy it for this reason. So you can see the Roofix has covered that hole completely. So and that's going to maintain the flexibility. So what I would do.
Got a question about flexibility as well. When you finish your sentence.
So I would paint it on there first. I would go around the perimeter, your lead flashing, and then I'd do the rest of your roof afterwards. Get a squeegee out, get a paintbrush out, and even if it's a bit damp cold, that's absolutely fine, as long as it's safe to do so. And then you've also got all the wood there. So you mentioned rabbit hutches, log stores.
So this is sealed
sheds.
it.
Yeah, a garden shed. Honestly, you might have lots of tools, lawnmower in the garden shed, pressure washers. You could have thousands of pounds worth of tools in your garden shed. They're not cheap, are they?
No, they're not.
Let's help. Or your kid's bike. You know, honestly, if that gets rusty because there's a leak on there, honestly, it's the emotional attachments, not just the cost, is it, you know?
Yeah, so there we go. Wood, and actually, thank you, Mark, he told me that OSB is oriented strand board. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I see what you mean. A versatile engineered load-bearing wood panel made from compressed resin bonded oriented wood strands.
I think a completely different material. Mark, appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. That's perfect timing as well. But also galvanised surfaces, asbestos, fiberglass, composite, plastic, metal, acrylic, PVC, polycarbonate. I don't know why I keep doing that. Tiles, non-glazed, donuts, no, just the tiles. PVC gutters, cast iron gutters, metal, copper and concrete gutters, asphalt, aged, bitumen, aged, concrete, felt or lead, and that's just that's a non-exhaustive list. So actually, Doug wanted to know, is Roofix flexible enough to be used on tents?
Oh, right, okay.
No, he's asking, could you use it on a tent?
A tent, not for a tent, I wouldn't say. No. Well, like a material.
Well, I would think so, yeah.
I wouldn't use it on a tent, no. Not designed for that, no.
Right.
If it's like a hard surface, because, yeah, for your main, for your buildings, your permanent buildings, yeah.
Yeah, it's not an intense usage.
No, see what you mean there, yeah. But for the main construction materials, you're likely to find on your roofs, whether it's your main house or your outbuildings, then yes, it's designed to work on that. So structural construction.
Why have you got a cardboard box here, Charlie?
Well, do you know what? It's an extreme example.
Yeah.
This is to show you the waterproofing properties. Now, I've got 2 boxes here. You know, if you've ever had a delivery that's been kind of left outside in the rain, I've had that recently. Do you know what?
Chance to be a fine thing. They never actually deliver mine.
Oh, no. That's still bad. You know what? It can go mushy, can't it?
Yeah.
But you know what? We've got one here that's been painted with just black bitumen. I know it's going to give you a little bit of waterproofing, but it's not going to fix those holes, OK? It's not designed to do that. So please don't think, oh, I'll just get some bitumen from the DIY store. Roofix is completely different. We've got the same box here, and you can see it's exactly the same box, and this is actually about 18 years old now.
18 years
This has
old.
been passed down to me. It's like having a pet.
Wow.
But you can see you've got the holes there in the cardboard box.
Just doesn't poop as much.
And then, look at that. So I'm just going to pour in the water, and it's not going to budge. It's waterproofing cardboard. So
Amazing.
that, on your roof, talk about 10 years peace of mind. This is one of my favourite DIY products. Do you know what? I have actually down there.
Have you really?
I have actually. I'll go and get it for you.
He's brought his ducks with him.
I'll get the rubber duck out later,
All his
I
ducks
promise
in a
you.
row.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Just to prove to you how much and to what extent you can waterproof cardboard.
Yeah, there you go.
Again, one of the owner's children had a little school project. They made a boat out of just regular cardboard boxes.
It's a sweet, bless him.
And this is the HMS Destroyer. And look, it goes on water. That is unbelievable. That's how good the Roofix is. It really is. That's legit. That's 100% legit, that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got any questions at all, do send them in studio@shopontv.co.uk. Very, very happy to answer any question you like, preferably related to Roofix, but I'll have a go at the other ones as well.
Yeah.
Why are we here? Where do we come from? Now, I honestly, ladies and gentlemen, Roofix has been around for many, many, many years. Flag Paints make some of the most innovative and incredible paint-based or paint-type products for the trade, actually, and used commercially, and Charlie will tell you. Well, actually, I know I'm supposed to just do this bit here, but just tell me some of the places they use it, Charlie. The London Underground, right? Yeah, the London Underground. You can just tell me.
London Underground. The Ministry of Defence.
Ministry of Defence.
They've been going since 1939.
Do they use that to seal the secrets?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, honestly, it's used in all kinds of incredible places. You really must, if you want this, you must check out your baskets. By putting it in your basket, it doesn't protect it, it doesn't hold it, it doesn't stop it from selling out, it doesn't lock in the price or anything like that. It is very, very important that, you know, you bite the bullet. You make a decision that you're going to buy this now, get it at home, and maybe it's the 2.5 litre can, because we've got 3 different options for you tonight. Maybe you're just getting this because it's a little bit like a box of plasters or a fire extinguisher. It's something you're only going to use maybe in an emergency. Maybe you've just moved in or already live in an older property. And maybe you've had leaks before. Maybe you're waiting for a leak to recur. Maybe you're just expecting that a leak could happen any minute. Well, what do you do? And what do you do if it happens in the middle of the night? Who do you call? No, Ghostbusters are not available through the small hours of the morning. And you know, and if you do call somebody out on an emergency, we once got locked out on New Year's Eve from our studio in London because someone had padlocked the gate. And the keys that we had didn't work. We couldn't get the key. So we had somebody who had a key, Uber the key to the crew to try and open the That didn't work. We were literally like 25 minutes away from a live show, had to call out an emergency locksmith, and it was £450 for the call out and a £10 padlock that they replaced. £450. We made it to air, by the way. You wouldn't have even known. But the point is that when there's an emergency and you need somebody, right? So prevention is always better than cure. And also, if you are mobile enough to do it, if you need to get on a ladder, if you can get up a ladder, if you can hold a paintbrush and operate a paintbrush, then Roofix allows you to instantly, professionally, and for up to 10 years, instantly seal whatever that hole is. And if it's that larger hole, we'll talk about how you can do it, because it will even work on that. Please don't be gutted by being caught without any. And maybe it is a gutter. Maybe your gutter's been leaking for a while. Maybe you're like, well, I haven't done anything about it because you've got a quote and it's going to cost too much to get somebody to come out and do it. Well, now, if you can get up a ladder or get somebody to get up a ladder who can if you can't, and literally, this is a 10-second repair. By the time you get up the ladder, it will take you 10 seconds to slap on the Roofix. Job done. It is actually, I've got some questions. Excuse me while I can sort my iPad. Just keeping that down there. So Judy said, my shed has a leak. Can I use this on the leak? Or do I have to do the whole... No, just on the leak. That's the beauty, Judy. It's not can you use this. That's what it's designed for. Yeah, sure, you can protect an entire roof if you want. But Charlie, I'm going to walk this way.
It seems like a good time to do this.
Because that's just the way I feel like walking. And my director's very, very pleased that I did that. He was just telling me. Apparently, I'm a shower head.
It's getting weird now.
We used to have those at our first studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, extra large shower heads.
Right, OK, random. Didn't see those.
Did you not see those?
I didn't see those. Do you know, if you have just joined us, it sounds like a good time
I've got a photo, I'll show you later.
It sounds like a good time to recap this demonstration. Do you know what? If you have just joined us, Roofix, this isn't bitumen, this isn't tar-based.
Show Judy.
I'm going to show Judy.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm not knocking down bitumen at all. And just in case I think people have emailed in, yes, bitumen does have some flexibility, but in my experience, it doesn't have the same structure as Roofix.
But it's not designed to fix holes.
No, exactly. In my opinion, this has more flexibility.
Right.
That's why people love this. Okay. Do you know what? Let's go to this roof.
Judy,
now,
here's your roof.
So this could be a roof. In fact, do you know what, Judy? This could even be a wet roof, because if it's raining, the chances are that's when you're going to see the leak on your roof. In fact, John, I'm going to pierce a hole through. Now, what we'd love about Roofix, you've got those Draylon fibres, and you can see on the end of the brush, they, Rob, are what knit together, they weave together, and they fix that leak. So you could just leave it like that, fix the leak in seconds, and that's now designed to last you 10 years. And I'm even going to pour water. Let's say the heavens open shortly afterwards. Look, there must be about 10 or so holes on this. Look, you can see there, it's going all the way to the top.
Do you know, I'm sorry,
Perfect.
I said 10 seconds. That was more like 3 seconds. Now, no, it hasn't dried. But that doesn't matter. It's fixed the leak. The water on top, and even if it's raining, even if it's torrential rain, it's not going to dilute the Roofix. It's not going to wash the Roofix away. The Roofix, the chemical curing process will continue.
Yeah,
and it will dry and it will cure, even if it stayed wet.
Yeah.
Even if it stayed wet for 2 days, it's still going to cure, isn't it?
And absolutely right. Again, and it maintains that flexibility. But Roofix is brought to you by Flag Paints. They've been around since the 30s. And they are specialist manufacturers. They're not readily available in DIY stores. So if you can buy it here now and shop on TV, whilst it's inside, I generally don't know when I'm back with this either. So whilst I'm here with Roofix, honestly, I love doing this. I really, really want to demonstrate this product for them because I really believe in this. I'm a big, big fan. Big fan.
It is brilliant, and I love the fact that maybe you've just had your roof done, and it's like when I leased my car, Charlie, I paid to have a protective coat put on it. And it cost me £500 to have my car coated in this protective coat.
Right.
But I did it because I wanted it to be protected and, for the paint to look better for longer and all that sort of stuff. So this is like putting a protective layer on top of whether it, well, your roof or, even your gutters.
Yeah, your gutters,
If you've got old gutters, or even if you've got new gutters, because, new gutters you probably wouldn't need to do it on.
Well, you're enhancing the flexibility, and you're going to reinforce it, because you've got that Draylon fibre. You're painted with fibres here, so you've got that fibre reinforcement and that thermoacrylic resin, which is designed to maintain that flexibility as we go through various different parts of the year, as we go through various different seasons. And you know what? It could be roofs like this. You can have various different materials. I mean, you could have, I don't know, wood to metal for the fixings. You might have bits of old bitumen, bits of old roofing felt. They expand naturally at different rates, and that's quite often the area where you get the leaks. So the point I'm making is it can go on all of those different materials. I can't think of a material you're likely to come across on your roof that you can't use with Roofix.
And also, if you were thinking to yourself, God, I've got to get my felt roof redone, and maybe you've had a quote, and it probably isn't cheap, right? Maybe now you don't have to, because actually, if you look at it like this, if your roof is 20 square metres or less, you can get the 4-pack for £179.99.
People multi-buy that.
Apply it yourself, so you're to completely protect. And if you've got old felt that's seen better days, don't worry about replacing it and stripping it, because the Roofix will actually essentially seal, protect, and kind of reinvigorate the integrity of it.
It's to add support. It's to add support.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is it.
I was looking for the word support, and I came up with reinvigorate the whatever I said.
That's good. Sounds good.
So the point is that what an affordable alternative. So you can protect preventatively. You can. Oh, by the way, if you've got bigger holes, you can either go get some gauze, right?
Yeah.
But at a pinch, some old net curtain or maybe an old stocking, or just to cover the hole, right?
Yeah, I recommend some metal gauze if you've got quite a big hole.
Yeah.
Secure that professionally in place, and then you can just go over it with Roofix if you want to. Yeah. And that could be on guttering, that could be on felt, all sorts. And let's say the heavens open after you have just done it, whether it's your guttering, your roof, then it's going to stay put. It's going to maintain that leak. This isn't designed to replace, let's say, your lead flashing or your guttering. It's designed as an aid to support it. And if you have got those leaks, it's going to find that hole, it's going to knit together. If it's a massive gap, then no. You might be able to get around with some gauze. But if it's leaks like the ones we're seeing live and on these videos, then you're going to be absolutely fine with that.
That's what it's for.
It's
Get
great
it in
stuff.
your bag. Now, we are very, very quickly going to... We haven't got a lot of stock of this. When you decide you want this, I would get it right away.
Yeah,
because for whatever reason, we couldn't get very much in at all. Only a handful of people are going to get it. This is Black Magic.
This is brilliant. So your house can look so smart if you use Black Magic. This is completely different to Roofix.
Yes.
This is a paint that gives you, in my opinion, a flawless finish. And if you're using it on metal, on plastic, on wood, ordinarily you need to get the correct primers, you need to get the correct undercoats. This Black Magic's got built-in primers, built-in undercoats, so it takes away the problem of working out what paint you need for certain materials. It does it all. It does it all. It's got a built-in rust converter as well as a built-in primer.
Rust converter?
A rust converter.
So you've got a rusty old chimney or a rusty old pipe.
Rusty old
it.
People have painted their cycles, their bikes out of this.
Whoa.
So it converts the rust into a polymer, and then that polymer gets absorbed into the properties of the paint. So if it's old iron gutterings, if it's old metal pipes, down pipes, it's going to be absolutely perfect for that. Garden furniture is going to be a big one. So wood, plastic, metals, glass, upcycling, absolutely right. So if you're upcycling, Rob, you don't want it to look like you've hand-painted it. You don't want to see brush marks, do you?
Do you not see the brush marks with Black Magic then?
Minimal.
Right,
I honestly, I spend ages decorating because I am a perfectionist. I don't rush it. Absolute perfectionist with it. And I want that flawless finish, and that's what I get every time with Black Magic. And it's water-based, so it's environmentally friendly. You can even wash your brush in water afterwards. But this is a great example.
Rusty exercise bike. Look at that. That is amazing. This is one of the first videos I edited for Shop on TV about 2 years ago.
There you go. So this could be a kid's bike, it could be a scooter.
Old bike, normal bike. Close-up of old bike.
I'm talking about metal. Outside. that could be metal hinges on a garden gate.
Chimney.
Right now, this is designed to last or to maintain temperatures of up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Good Lord, wow.
400 degrees, so maybe outside your barbecue. Check the temperatures, of course, but up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Plant pots are a big one. And if you've got odd bits all over the garden, like you haven't got a matching chair or...
Oh, look at this, an old upcycled bench.
Bench is perfect.
Boom!
I mean, do you know what? You could put a price tag on that and sell it on. You might run an upcycling business with this. I love this
good
stuff.
side hustle.
Yeah, why not, you know?
Yeah.
But do you know what, the rust, as we know, it can erode metal. Quite often you have to buy a separate rust converter, but this, it's a converter built in. You've got your primer, you've got your undercoat built in. You literally just paint it on.
If you've got a rusty old gate, maybe it's squeaking
if you've got a gate like this, or door handles like that, if you've got rusty bits, get a wire brush, take off the flaky bits, give it a wipe down when it's dry, paint over it. Yeah, latches, door locks, hinges. It can look so smart, your house.
It is sort of the blackest black. It's like obsidian black. But look, again, if you're a professional business, here are those garage car ramps, you know, for your garage.
Inside, outside, tools.
Wheels even.
Car wheels,
tyres.
People do wheels,
not tyres, wheels, I mean.
I think it's fantastic, this.
Oh, look, yeah.
And this could be plastic guttering. Do you know what? People actually paint plastic plant pots because it looks like wrought iron afterwards.
It does.
It looks like metal. It's beautiful. I'm such a big fan of this, honestly. If you've got... maybe you have had to replace some guttering, or maybe you have got different coloured gate hinges. You want it all to look the same, or maybe you have to replace a door. You want it to match the other one, colour-wise. Paint them all, but it gives you a lovely satin finish.
Victorian. In the Victorian days, they loved their black paint.
Did they? I think it looks so smart. Do you know, either if
lampposts,
lampposts, it is, isn't it? It is. And you know, if you're selling your house, I think first impressions are so important.
Well, yes, particularly if you've got a fixture like this that might be staying in the garden. So give it a bit of a sand, or maybe a wire brush or something.
Yeah, give it a sand, The only thing that doesn't really work on is shiny metal, but to be honest, if you have a couple of coats, it's fine. In fact, 99 times out of 100, you only need to use one coat, unless it's a really shiny surface. But you can sand it, give it a key.
So a little goes a long way.
It does. Do you know what I'm going to do? I've got bits outside, then inside and outside you can use this too. But parasols, the bases, they get really bad, don't they? Yeah.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
This could be wooden sleepers. This could
Somebody
be...
once called me a parasol.
Did they?
I think that's what they said.
Oh, how weird. This could be, garden gates, a garden brick wall. Use it on stone. Use it on concrete if you want to, not just metal. If you've got a wooden log store, you paint it black, if you want to. But it looks like a lovely black satin finish.
Even fire, if you've got metal fireplaces
Fire pits, it's designed to withstand temperatures up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Amazing.
Do you know, they'd be nice. And do you know, if you've got, lamps, outdoor lampshades, that's going to look beautiful. Yeah, parasols. Yeah, they're really impressive. But honestly, you haven't got to worry about primers. For any of these materials, you literally just paint it on.
Or treating the metal first.
Yeah.
It treats the metal too against rust.
Well, people don't like using rust converters because, firstly, that's another thing you have to go out and buy. You may only need a little bit, and then it's going to sit in the shed for years and years. Yeah. Some of them could be acid-based. This isn't. So people love using this. It's safe. I think it's environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I get bits on my hands. I just wash it off. You can wash your brush in water too. But for me, yeah. But
I see you use wood and metal and plastic and brick and all kinds of stuff. Sorry, Charlie, I didn't mean to.
No, still.
Go ahead.
Do you know what? My favourite thing about this, though, we haven't talked about this yet, it's the adhesion. It's got incredible adhesion. Now, what you'll find with this, it doesn't crack, flake or peel. Now, your guttering is not going to do this, right? If you think this is extreme, then hang on a second. It's designed to stay put. Honestly, I'm not saying it's indestructible, but look, it's not going to do this, your gutter. It doesn't crack, flake or peel under everyday scenarios. You know what? We've got bottles here. This is brilliant. Now, this is another thing that's passed down for me from good old Martin. You might be watching. Hi, Martin. He used to demonstrate this. This is actually an old bottle, and this has got a competitor. It's got other black paints. You can see there, for example, it's peeling off. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
It's peeling off all over the place, and
that was completely painted 20 years ago, whatever it was, and now it's bit by bit chipped away.
And do you know what? We've got another plastic bottle, and you can see here, if you got, you're not going to paint your plastic bottles, but that's really impressive. That is black magic. That's bonded. You get brilliant adhesion.
Now, that's black magic.
We're going to take it up a notch here. This was actually, I think a colleague of Martin's, an old buyer, I think, said, right, OK, give it here. I'm going to make it crack and peel. And someone actually twisted the same pop bottle, and they still couldn't get it off. It doesn't crack, flick or peel. It's going to stay put on there. If you think that's good, this is something else I like.
What else?
Now, talk about adhesion, right? I've painted a little bit of foil here. Now, I won't lie, because it was quite shiny metal, I needed 2 coats on this. But most of the time, and other materials,
that's
1
just
coat
regular
should be
old
enough.
tin foil.
Old tin foil
from
here.
your kitchen.
Now, if I scrunch that up...
Oh, no way.
If I open that back up now, it's going to ping all over the place, flake off, chip all over. That's what you'd assume, OK? Now, the reason I'm doing this, because if you paint your garden furniture, you don't have to paint that every single year, do you? You don't have to get up on your ladder to paint. You might paint your wooden soffits, your guttering and all sorts. You only want to do that once, don't you? Right, are you ready for this? I'm going to open it back out, and Rob, I mean, try and flake it up. That...
OMG.
Yeah, I've torn it a bit, but that is not budged at all.
Even when you've torn it, it hasn't flaked.
That's really, really impressive.
That is
I love
amazing.
this. Joel, can I show you how well it applies? Because it's really... yeah, downpipes, guttering. People do, like, their manhole covers, their grids with this, you know.
Yeah, manhole covers.
Yeah. And it applies so beautifully well. I mean, look, you might have an old brick wall. I've seen better days. Look how it applies. When I said 1 coat, there you go, done. That's your 1 coat. Absolutely.
Well, I think you missed a bit.
I've missed a bit, but for the bit I've just gone over. You know what I mean? So there we go. We've done...
Can't get with anything here, can you?
I can't. We've done brick. How about going on to wood now? Going on to wood. There we go. That, my friends, is perfect covering. Now, you can use this inside and outside. I'm going to use this on my staircase, my spindles. Because you know what? Well, I'm not an expert on interior design, but I've seen quite a lot of pictures recently of people, this is all the craze, people are going black on their staircases. That is going to look so good because, look, spindles, I don't want to paint that more than I need to because that's a boring, boring job. 1 coat, if you can do that in 1 coat, that's all you need.
I love it because once you go black, then you don't need to paint it again for a long time, do you?
Well, it's designed to last you a long, long time, Now, OK, let's talk about other bits indoors. So, it could be little handles, for example. Maybe you got an old bit of furniture, you bought it off, maybe you bought it from a charity shop. Maybe the handles have gone really, really rusty like this. I mean, that is terrible. That's really rusty.
Oh, that's like from an old filing cabinet. I remember my granddad's filing cabinet had those.
It is. Do you know what? Now, normally, you need a rust converter, you need the correct primer, you might have to go out and buy a specific metal paint. But if you get Black Magic, we've just done wood, we've just done stone concrete.
What else can you do? It's so exciting.
It is.
I thought it would be like watching paint dry.
And then you see that is easy.
It's such a satisfying deep black.
That'll be dry, I reckon, in about 20 minutes because it's quite hot in there. Might take a bit longer outside or whatever, but give or take.
But I like that. So this, your drain covers,
drain pipes,
like
yeah. You can see if you've got loads of rust, that's going to be no problem at all.
But also, go on.
You got black rust there. Yeah,
but, you could put your casserole on there because it's a heat proof up to 400 degrees.
400 Fahrenheit,
400 Fahrenheit, sorry.
Yeah.
So you can use it on your sort of any heat.
Maybe around the fire surround. Obviously, always check what temperature it's going up to. But now look, this could be an old.
Don't use it on your blast furnace.
No. Now, if it's going to be garden grids, if it could be brackets that hold your downpipes in place. Rust doesn't look good. Well, I don't like it at all. But you know what? You can just dab it along. 1 coat, that is all you need. And because it's 1 coat, if it is going to be quite an intricate garden gate or garden furniture, then that, my friends, is doing the job. So,
amazing. Very low stop. But please check out because you're going to miss out otherwise. I'm sorry, I just noticed glass.
It does glass, And actually, even Rob, on the glass, look how perfect that is.
Oh, it's such a beautiful finish.
It really is. If you're a crafter,
like very Art Deco.
Use it as you can use it for your decoration. But I think that's going to be beautiful. So glass, you might have like old glass gargoyles outside. We've got here, like maybe garden ornaments there. Cherub, sorry. What did I say?
It's a baby weeping angel.
But look at the difference you got there. I mean, I like it all black. I like it uniformed, but it's got that lovely, lovely satin sheen.
Unless, if it's Mexican, it could be the baby Jesus.
It could be. It really could be. It could be. So brick walls. You might like the rustic look. Fine, you do you. But if you've got I don't know, bases, if you've got around the edge, the base of fences, you can still do your fences with that too. Actually, even copper pipes, they look unsightly too. You could do your copper piping with that as well.
Could you paint it first and then, if you needed to bend it and stuff?
Yeah, you can do, yeah. I mean, within reason.
Yeah,
this isn't Roofix. This is designed for extreme flexibility. But
no, I'm just thinking about, you know, when I suppose because you'd have to heat it up, wouldn't you, to bend the pipe. I'm saying if it's going into an awkward place, you couldn't paint afterwards, because you know they put the spring in it and they heat it up and then they bend the pipe, right?
Well, do you know, having said that, I mean, it depends on your scenario, but if I can do this with guttering, you should be all right with that. Yeah, yeah.
You could paint it before you put it in your pipe bending machine.
Yeah, this you could do. You could do. It's not every day we have one of those.
Bending machine. I've used one.
But when it comes to flexibility, absolutely perfect. But you know, once and for all, I love this demonstration.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want something to crack, flake, or peel. And this Black Magic has got incredible adhesion. If I scrunch it up, normally you think, I'm going to peel bits off, it's going to flake away. But that is perfect. I've torn it, forgive me, I've torn it.
Oh, that's torn it.
But you can see, that is not going anywhere.
Wow.
That's the whole point we're making here. It's designed to bond and give you great adhesion.
I mean, you could even use it on paper if you wanted to.
Yeah, paper, yeah.
It is true jet black.
Yeah. But
it's a very nice finish.
It does. I mean, it takes away the problem of working out what paint you need for a certain job. It's one paint for all of these different materials, inside, outside. You haven't got to worry about spending money on primer, spending money on undercoats, because you have to buy one for metal, one for wood, and that mounts up. You haven't got to buy rust converters, because it's got a rust converter built in, as well as your primer for all of these different materials. It's great. We love it. We love this.
Use it indoors, use it outdoors. Here we've got some old pipes. And it doesn't matter if they're rusty old pipes, because this has a rust converter built into it. That's the beauty of it. And there is just something, there's something very regal about, well, I suppose maybe I'm thinking of the Buckingham Palace gates. Right. Maybe they should use this on the Buckingham Palace gates. There
is something grand about it. I know what you mean, like Victorian era.
Absolutely.
For me, it's black paint can vary still, but this has got that lovely satin finish. That lovely satin finish. I'm really impressed with that.
How many people have got this in their baskets?
Oh,
please do check out.
Yeah. Well, this time of the year, we're getting ready. Well, look, it's cold at the moment, but sooner or later, we're going to be out in our gardens getting ready for the summer. All I want to do this summer is have a nice beer in the garden, have barbecues. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. Well,
I don't have to mind about that.
You could use it on your barbecue.
On the outside barbecue, yeah. Again, if it doesn't go over 400 degrees Fahrenheit, check it. But I think that should be fine. On the outside, yeah, why not? Because say if you're buying a new one.
Barbecues notoriously rust during the winter, don't they? And then everyone, the first thing they do is get the rust off.
You want to get that out
in the summer.
Yeah, garden furniture is a big one for me here. But again, you can use this inside, outside. But you know what? If you're looking outside, I could do a few jobs there. By the time you've done something, by the time you've got minimal brush marks, it doesn't look like you've hand painted it. It looks incredible. You're going to look for other things to paint. Everything from your garden shed to your manhole covers to your guttering to furniture inside. Yeah, manhole covers is a real one.
2.5 litres, and you know what? A little goes a very, very, very long way. It's about as premium a black paint as you can buy. It's Black Magic for £45. Now, from Black Magic and Roofix to Fweza Fix. This is the fix that sticks. I can tell you for a fact that in my experience, this is... I've got a bit of Roofix on me, sorry. It does wash off very easily.
Yeah.
There we are. This is the best super glue type product that I've ever used. It is absolutely phenomenal. Now, I think we're going to show you a longer video in a moment, but this is two little plastic straps, and when glued together, they just don't come apart. Here, I don't know, can I say accidentally? No, I think he accidentally on purpose broke his jug there, his little house jug. But honestly, you've got room to manoeuvre the glue, a couple of seconds, and then when you hold it in place, in a couple of seconds it will stick, and that's it. Look, he's gluing his bolts. No.
Well, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Stop saying it.
Yes, I already said it once. And look, even for that thing there, that stuff that goes round. Yeah.
Could be a bag strap. A belt, perhaps, you know. Maybe the sole on a pair of shoes, perhaps.
I always recommend.
This is strong stuff.
Ladies, when you go out, take your lipstick and your Fweza Fix, because if your heel breaks when you're on the dance floor, you can stick it back on.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
It's brilliant stuff. By the way, if you've ever bought a super glue before, even if it looks like it's got a big plastic container around the outside of it, that's just, oh, you're over there, so that's just the applicator. In actual fact, the inside you get like a couple of grams worth of the actual product. These are 20 grams each, and you get 3 of them for £20. So you've got one for the house, one for the shed or whatever, one to take around with you or stick in the back of the car or something like that. There are only 2 things that we know of that it doesn't stick, and I'll cover that. In fact, we're going to cover it in this video, or the video in a minute. But first, just to show you how strong it is, well, take a look at this.
So how strong is your Fuerza Fix glue? Well, come and have a look at this. So I'm going to put some, and you only need to use a small amount. There are 900 drops in every single bottle. This is like a plastic PVC tape. So if we stick these 2 together just here like so, remember you've got time to work with it. Push out all of the air. When you're ready, make sure it's all pushed down. Ideally, you want to leave this for about 10 seconds so it sticks properly and cures properly. But you can see there that I've joined the yellow to the red. That, by the way, is stuck. But how strong is your Fuerza Fix? Shall we show you how strong it is? Because look, we have a car that side. We have my forklift truck this side. Now, how about we try and pull a car with my forklift and the Fuerza glue holding it all together. So let's go forward, as you can see just here. Let's take the strain. You ready? And here we go. We're pulling the car with the power of the glue.
It is good stuff. Caroline, have you got the graphics available for this at all? If not, don't worry, it'll probably... What we'll do is we'll show you a long video because there's a whole list of all the different things that it sticks. And there are only 2 plastics, or 2 things it doesn't stick, which are plastics. And one of them is the plastic, I think one of them, well, we'll show you on this video, but one of them is the plastic the bottle's made out of. So you don't get that situation where after you've used it once and you put the top back on, when you go to use it again, maybe a couple of weeks or months later, you can't get the top off and they have to cut, you know, kind of trim the end of it. All that's gone away. And you're getting 60 grams. This stuff will last you and last you and last. It's so good, my son asked me if I could get some from work because he needed to fix something at home. And I totally forgot. Sorry if you're watching. But anyway, let's go to another time, another place, another dimension. And I can only apologise for the presenter, but he's got a fantastic guest with him, whose name is Mark Rice. And here is an in-depth look at the Fuerza Fix.
Fuerza Fix, it's the fix that sticks.
Aha!
Which is useful because it's glue, you know.
Yes.
Unlike a lot of other glues, you get a lot for your money, but I'll explain that in just a moment. Let me just stick. This is the kind of stuff that they make paddling pools out of, or shopping bags, that kind of stuff.
Right, okay.
So, look, you can move it around so it doesn't stick the moment you put it down, but just stick it down, and you need to get rid of the air, basically.
Okay.
So, because it's when you get rid of all the air, then it sticks.
It really sticks.
And the point is, if you've had other glues before, you've used it once, and you've put the cap back on, and you come back to it 6 months later, and it's also, you can't open it again.
No, correct.
It doesn't happen with Fuerza Fix.
Aha.
Have a look.
Is that really strong?
Look. So it is.
No, don't take
the fix that sticks.
Put the live back on because it's taking the disclaimer off. Take
There
the logo out.
Come on, Rob.
Blimey.
That is pretty strong, isn't it?
Okay,
so there you go.
That is 20 quid. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Exactly. You get 3 lots. I'll come to how much you get in just a moment's time.
Okay.
But I tell you what, let's do a little bit of this. Now, look. Can you see? I need to do this with the glasses because it's very small.
Okay.
Can you see that we have cut this and stuck it together many times?
What is it? A bit of cable?
It's a.
Oh, it's like a rubbery gasket thing.
Yeah, from a vacuum cleaner.
Oh,
when
yeah.
vacuum cleaners used to have belts
a belt.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Vacuum cleaners don't really have that these days, do they?
No.
So let me get my knife and just cut it there.
Okay. So this is rubber.
It is rubber. So I'm just going to put a dab, just a drop. Now you get 900 drops in every bottle. 900 drops in every bottle. Okay, and you get 3 bottles.
So you get 2,700. 2,700. My maths is terrible.
Yeah.
2,700 drops.
By the way, if you get it on your fingers, just rub your fingers together and it doesn't stick your fingers together, which is really good.
Yes, it is.
Unlike some glues.
Some glues we have to go to the emergency room.
So
precisely.
I'm just going to leave that to cure for a few moments, just further down the bench.
Sure.
I'm also going to show you a bit of wood.
Okay.
Like so. 2 bits of wood stuck together. Now, wood is interesting. I'm going to get a little wipe here. These are water wipes.
Okay.
Because if you're going to do wood, it's porous.
Correct.
So you just need to wet it so the glue stays on the water side of it, as opposed to go straight into the wood fibres.
I see.
So you just need a little bit. Don't need very much. And
A dollop will do.
A dollop will do. And again, I'm just going to hold it in place.
So it cures within 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Can I just, because the people are going, yeah, but there's super glue and there's this and there's that and there's something around the corner.
Yep.
Is this, in your professional opinion, better than all of those?
Do you know what? I don't want to use the word better because I don't want to diss any of those.
No,
glues.
okay.
They're all good glues. This is as good, in my opinion.
Okay.
But I'll tell you why Fix is better.
Please do.
Because you get so much more.
Ah, right.
Have a look. So I've said 900.
It's a value statement.
It's a value statement. It absolutely
Okay.
is. Let me go through some of the other big glues that are on the market.
Sure.
This one, and we all know this one, this is 15 grams.
Yep.
Okay, so you get 15 grams in that. In this one, you get 2 lots of 3 grams.
Oh,
so
my.
6 grams. With this one, you get 5 grams.
Uh-huh.
With this one, you get 7.5 grams.
Right.
Now,
and what do they all cost roughly?
Well, exactly. So various different costings. But have a look at this. I've taken the label off this, but I think you'll recognise the bottle.
Yes, yes.
You think you've probably got about 20 grams in there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But have a look. Because when I do that, that's all you're getting in there. Can you see that?
No
Yeah,
way.
exactly. When I first saw that,
It's just
I
a
thought,
fancy squeezer.
exactly, it's a fancy squeezer and nothing else.
I had no idea.
Whereas with the Fix, you get all 20 grams.
Of course, it's not just 20 grams, it's 20 grams thrice times 3 Fix bottles for that incredible £20 price. This is going to go a very long way. It could be the last glue you ever need to buy, certainly for a number of years, unless you do a lot of gluing.
One for you, Rob.
Yeah.
One for your best friend. One for your mum.
There you go.
I think they
Secret
also make
Santa
great,
gift.
They do make great
Some
gifts.
glue.
So here's the bit of wood that we stuck just a few minutes ago.
It's stuck.
It's stuck. That's the thing.
I mean, what
And
more do you want?
If you're sticking together a picture frame or something like that,
Yes.
even if you're just doing it to put tacks in, so you're sticking it before you put the tacks in,
Or screwing,
make
so it
it,
doesn't
or
all
screwing
move
something
around,
together, it's really good because it holds it in place, and that's what's so clever about
I just spent 5 hours putting together a flat pack TV cabinet, and part of it. So they had those the sort of the things that the big screw-in dowels that you then lock in place, but they had a lot of wooden ones as well. And often, if I'm building flat pack and I know I'm going to keep it obviously assembled, I want to glue those dowels in place.
Yep.
You know,
Fix is ideal for that.
Yes.
It is, as we say, the fix that sticks.
Yes.
Now, there's my good friend Simon. Just me and Simon just shocking it around. Oh, he does like damaging things. And look at this. So a few drops of Fix on your favourite ornament, and I happen to have the favourite ornament with me here, stuck back together again.
Okay.
And so you can make invisible sticks. So imagine that's your priceless teapot that your grandmother left you.
Your Ming Dynasty china.
Exactly right. I'll show you this live in a moment.
Nuts.
Because it
You
will
wanna get
even
nuts?
Stick metal.
Let's get nuts.
Yeah, let's get nuts.
Actually, that's a good point. What does it stick? What doesn't it stick?
Well, it pretty much sticks everything apart from polythene and polypropylene.
Right.
Now, it's just as well because the bottle's made of polypropylene.
And that's how it doesn't stick.
It doesn't stick the bottle. So there's our little pot stuck back together again. There it is.
Sweet.
And it's like invisible joins because the glue is invisible. You can even glue glass with this.
Can you really?
And you can't see where the join
No
is. Which is
way.
quite good. Here's the thing we just
your rubber
together again.
thingy, your vacuum.
And just in case you think I'm
belt.
holding it at that bit, let's turn it around and so it is.
It does what it says on the tin.
It does what it says on the tin.
What else? What else? What else?
Would you like to see the metal live?
Yes, I
here
would.
in
I would.
Have a
So
look at
these are
this,
some big
because-
nuts.
Look at this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it all the way around. Now, if you get it on your fingers, do not fret. Unlike some other glues, if you get it on your fingers, just rub it. Rub it, and the friction gets rid of it.
Now, if you did hold your fingers together, it would stick them.
It would.
Then what would you do then?
Don't do that, Rob.
Don't do that. Just don't do that.
That's my advice. Don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Try acetone.
Rub your.
perhaps.
Try acetone. Okay, nail polish
but don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah. If you get it on your fingers, rub them.
Rub them together. Exactly right. My friend Millie got some in her hair because she was sticking something above her head, and I went, well, that was silly, wasn't it? So she actually had to chop the hair out. But it's like, make sure you don't do that. So here, I'm just going to. So that's stuck already.
Yeah.
But I'm going to come back to that, and I will whack it in just a moment's time.
But it really
because
could.
it really is. I've got a shoe with a little bit of a problem at the moment.
Yeah.
Look, a live demo. Look here. Can you see?
Oh no!
Woof. So,
did somebody buy fish?
Yeah. All right. There's no need to be like that about it.
Kidding, I'm just kidding.
Look there, and I know this works because I stuck the other shoe back together again about 8 weeks ago.
But it could be. Do you know what? A lady could have this in her handbag. If you're going out with a particularly no, wait now. No, honestly, if you've got a particularly precarious set of heels and one goes, I mean, I've seen the number of ladies I've seen walking up and down streets in London with broken high heels.
Yes.
Where's the fix in your
Absolutely.
purse? Problem solved.
What if you're wearing, is that an espadrille? No, it's a
sandal.
Kind of sandal. Have a look, because look, it's the leather's begun to flap about.
Flappy leather.
Flappy. Exactly. And
These are your favourite sandals.
Exactly. So just a drop of Foursafix, pop it down there. You can move it around. If you get it on your... Look, I just got a bit on my finger. So
rubby.
Rub my finger again, and look, my finger isn't stuck together at all.
These could be brand new. This happens. You buy brand new things and then something breaks.
Yeah. Or your handbag strap breaks.
Yes, that happens to me all the time.
Of course it does. Do you not carry a man bag?
A man bag.
A man bag. Man bag. But look at that. So now, fixed. So it's absolutely brilliant. You've got that. And so all of that is a great way of being able to do it. Handbag, exactly. But that one's not broken. That's just as...
Well, I was just wondering if we were going to break it. But
Can I show you an example of something in a moment that is so powerful, even we didn't realise? We just did it on the off chance. We did it for our TikTok channel.
Yes.
And just to be able to show... Well, I mean...
I'll tell you what.
Have a look, because it's incredible.
We've got a slide which shows you what it sticks and what it doesn't.
Okay,
and then after that, we'll play that amazing video. So you can basically... Oh, my, that's a long list. Oh, my Lord. ABS, acrylic, aluminium, butyl rubber, card, cellulose, acetote, ceramic... Chloroprene, EPDM. Oh, your EPDM, yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Ferrite, glass, laminate, leather, MDF, natural rubber, neoprene, paper, perspex, is that phenolic? Phenolic, PVC, yes. Plated metals, almost all plastics, plated metals, that's twice. You can use it twice on plated metals. Polycetyl, polycarbonate, all your polys, all your poly, put the kettle on. SBR, stainless steel, you can use it on that twice as well.
And as I said,
vinyl and wood.
The only one you don't use it on is polythene or polypropylene, because the bottle is made of polypropylene and you don't want it to stick to the bottle.
No.
That's the point.
If you wanted to ever question, and you should, of course, question just how strong this is. Oh, yes, it can stick your nuts together. Oh, yes, you can do rubbers with it. Oh, yes, you can put your wood and make two pieces stick together. But what about the really tough jobs?
The tough jobs.
So how strong is your Foursafix glue? Well, come and have a look at this. So I'm going to put some, and you only need to use a small amount. There are 900 drops in every single bottle. This is like a plastic PVC tape. So if we stick these two together just here like so, remember you've got time to work with it. Push out all of the air when you're ready. Make sure it's all pushed down. Ideally you want to leave this for about 10 seconds so it sticks properly and cures properly. But you can see there that I've joined the yellow to the red. That, by the way, is stuck. But how strong is your Foursafix? Shall we show you how strong it is? Because look, we have a car that side, we have my forklift truck this side. Now how about we try and pull a car with my forklift and the Foursafix glue holding it all together. So let's go forward, as you can see just here. Let's take the strain. You ready? And here we go. We're pulling the car with the power of the glue.
I promise you there was not a driver in that car. The handbrake was off, but I was there as they filmed that, and we didn't know whether that was going to work or not. We knew that it stuck fast, but we didn't know it would be that strong, and we were really impressed. So it was worthwhile filming it and bringing it to show you.
For sure. But honestly,
this is the same kind of tape.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one that we stuck a minute ago. So it is very
muscle.
Very it is. It's all muscle.
It's all of it.
Absolutely.
Muscle wrapped around visceral fat.
Ever had that bit of the UPVC frame that's just come apart at the top?
Yes.
And you can see the rain come in. Fwers Fix is brilliant at that. You know how I said it wouldn't stick the bottle together?
Yes.
This is partly the reason why. When you finish using it, just tap the bottle so the glue goes back down.
Yeah.
But look, we've cut a cap in half to show you that there is a little pin inside the cap. The pin goes down, and there you can see, so that means that it doesn't stick in the bottle.
You're watching Shop on TV, in case you wondered. We are still here live, ladies and gentlemen. That was Fwers Fix. It is brilliant stuff. It really does stick. When it does what you want it to do, it's a glue that actually sticks stuff. And you get a lot of it for £20. I can't recommend it highly enough. Now, we are going to go back to the Roofix.
All about Roofix.
All the fixes this evening.
It is. Do you know what? This is my favourite DIY product at the moment.
Yeah.
It really is. I absolutely love the stuff. I've known about it for years. This, Rob, is 10 years peace of mind. If you've got a leak on your roof, you haven't got to get contractors out, you haven't got to worry about who you're going to call quickly, you can get up onto your roof and you can seal that leak quickly, instantly yourself. So do you know what? If it does prevent calling someone else, if it does prevent you needing to replace your roof, then, folks, this could save you a lot of hassle, a lot of money. Now, this is a flat roof we're representing here. This could be a pitched roof. This could be your main house. This could be an outbuilding. This could be a dog kennel. This could be a log store. This is some roofing felt. I'm going to pierce holes through there. Now, if that's inside your house, oh, my word. I'll probably do something else, actually.
Yes,
but you know what? You would quick get the bucket, research, do you know a roofer, do you know a contractor? How much is that going to cost? What's the damage going to be inside? But are we insured for this? You worry about all those things, don't you? Right, how about this? The next time, if that happens, you can just go onto your roof. You can still do it when the roof's wet, and you can put it on there, and you can fix that leak instantly. I'm going to do that again for you. And actually, if the heavens open as soon as you've just fixed it, that doesn't matter, because that's done the job straight away. It's fixed your roof. I'll explain how it works very, very shortly, but you know what, let's just see it in action again. We're doing this live, by the way, so we've pierced a hole in that roofing felt, and then straight away, that, Rob, has now fixed. It's instant. There we go.
And it doesn't matter. It's covered in water. It's not going to wash away. It's still going to cure. And that's it. You've done.
And that's going to stay put there now. That's designed to maintain that seal for 10 years.
Wow.
It's brilliant. So, yeah, pitched roof like this is great. If you've got old roofing felt that's gone a bit brittle, it tears a bit easy, doesn't it? Then, yeah, it's going to be great for those pitched roofs and, of course, those flat roofs there too. So, now, the only thing this doesn't work on is glazed tiles or rubber. But any other material, all the materials you're likely to want to use this for on your roofs, well, this is going to work. So, metal, UPVC, it could be, old metal, it could be old bits of bitumen-based products. Yeah.
It could be all of this.
All of this, in other words,
Rob.
Rob.
Wood, OSB, galvanised, and I've already forgotten what OSB. No, something
type
board.
of wood, we believe. Yeah. We believe.
Something board. Mark told me earlier, and oriented strain board.
But it's like, well, wood. All types of wood.
Oriented strand board.
That's
what it is.
If you still watch, you appreciate it. But look, metal, acrylic, polycarbonate, tiles, non-glazed, PVC gutters. So, if you've got a leak on your gutter and you worry about making your patio slippy, slap this on, and that's the technique I'm going to get tonight.
Slap.
You just slap it on. You haven't got to be a DIY expert, Rob. If you can hold a paintbrush, then you can apply it onto these materials and fix that leak instantly.
Oh, we've had some good emails. Do you know what, Judy? I'm dead jealous because you actually. I was going to ask Charlie this, and I totally forgot. Oh, sorry, no, Judy just says, thank you, guys, purchased a tin. So, Judy, I'm not jealous of you, apologies.
Judy, good for you. Yeah.
I could be jealous of you, just haven't given me a reason yet. But that's the night's still young.
I'm sure you'll be happy with it, Judy.
So
I love this stuff.
Dave was asking, how long does it last in the tin?
In the tin. There's no shelf life really as such, but you do need to give it a good stir, OK? So you'll find this liquid on top. That's basically the thermoacrylic resin. Just give it a good old stir.
So there's no shelf life?
No, as far as I'm aware.
It'll last years?
It's going to last you a long time. Yeah, put it that way.
Because he wants a tin, he's buying for future leaks.
Yeah, well, why not?
There you go,
People have this, a tin on their shelf ready for those emergencies, you know? Or what you can do, you can put it on straight away. You don't need to wait for that leak to happen. People buy this even when they've just put a new roof on, just for that extra support, just for that extra flexibility, because that's what a roof needs.
I remember back when the first car I reluctantly drove was my dad's old Datsun. It was a Datsun estate, which he used for taking stuff to the tip and whatnot. And it was basically two-tone. It was yellow and rust. Oh, right. And remember, there was a hole in the floor. And that would have come in very handy for that. Also, Vic says, first of all, hi, Vic, how are you? Is it pet-friendly? Is it toxic to my dog's kennel roof? And that's it. Yeah.
So yeah, if it's going to be on the roof, yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah, unless your dog's seen on the roof, which I hope they're not.
But licking the roof.
If it's going to be on the outside, on the top of, on the surface of roof kennels, yeah, absolutely fine. Log stores, people use it. Garages, annexes, buildings, corrugated roof.
Outhouses.
Outhouses, yeah, outhouses.
A lot of houses still have. Outhouses outside.
Converted barns, all sorts. Do you know what? Let's compare this now to another product. Now, Roofix, it's not bitumen or tar-based. This is not the sort of thing that you can go out and buy in DIY stores. No. What I've got here, this is a bitumen-based product. Now, I'm not knocking it. I like bitumen, but that is quite runny. It goes on like a gloss paint.
It's not meant to fill gaps, is it? It's meant to waterproof surfaces.
Exactly. And it's good waterproofing properties, but I want something that, in my opinion, has got more flexibility and it's going to block that hole. But how does it block the hole?
How does it block the hole, Charlie?
Well, since you asked, Rob, I'll tell you.
I ask all the probing questions.
As soon as I dip the brush in, you can actually see there all of those fibres.
Don't drip.
Now, they're the fibres that find the hole, they weave together, and they block it. And that is how we fix the leak on that roof I've just done. And you can see it's like a jelly material. It's a different structure to bitumen. It's completely different. Now, if I...
It's a hole filler.
It's a hole filler. Speaking of which, we've got some funnels at the top here, right?
Which are basically fancy holes.
They are. Okay, get some bitumen. Look, this is not designed to find that leak and to block that hole, OK? That's just dripping straight through, OK? Yeah. That's not going to do the job. Nope. But if we take Roofix, those fibres are going to find that gap, they're going to bridge over it.
Well, actually, here's one we made earlier. We did that probably about an hour ago. It has not gone through.
I'm going to layer it up. Even the weight of it won't even push itself down. Look,
no.
That is going to stay put, and it will stay there. And yeah, like you mentioned, we did that, a few hours ago. Yeah. That has not budged. So bitumen, and that was Roofix, which we applied. It stays put. And that's designed to block that leak instantly.
It's what it's for.
Yeah, this is what it's for.
So any decent-sized hole or gap, but if it's quite a big one, you just need to bridge it with something, don't you? Recommend there's like a metal gauze.
If there's a huge hole, then it might be a new roof. But if it's leaks like this, fine. And if it's a slightly bigger one, you can get something called like a gauze. It's like a metal mesh from a DIY store. You can cut a bit of that out and then paint it over the top. In fact, we've actually got a demonstration where I've actually even sealed some kitchen sieves. Yeah, it's even that good. It's even that waterproof. But how does it seal the actual hole? How does it fill in the gap? Well, I mentioned those fibres. They already come pre-mixed. It's not a two-part system.
Just to show you.
This is just to show you what they're actually like.
Show and tell.
So these are already in there. Now, these are computer-controlled by the way they're cut. Why is that important? Well, they're actually, from the nylon family, they're exactly the same length to the micron, I'm told.
And gauge thickness, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. The thickness...
They're identical.
Identical. And they need to be identical, because otherwise they won't knit and weave together, find that hole, and stop the water from leaking through. So, yeah, for your leaks, perfect. But even for preventative measures, it's also good. Can I just reach across and grab that?
You may. You may.
OK, so we've explained how it fixes the leak, but how does it last for 10 years? Well, how on earth does that work? Well, there's something else in here called thermoacrylic resin. Now, your roof goes through the weathers, don't they? It goes through all the elements.
Especially
scorching hot sun. Yeah, it does. Yeah, snow, ice,
wind,
that can cause tears. Wind,
sleet,
rain.
Hail.
All of it, scorching hot sun. Do you remember that year when it's 40 degrees?
I sure do.
Do you know what? Honestly, this is designed to withstand all of those different seasons. Now, when we go through those different seasons, your house, your roof, naturally expands and contracts. It's supposed to do that.
This is the grey, by the way. We've got it. The Roofix is available in black, grey or white. This just happens to be the grey
This happens to be the grey. The reason I've got this in is to show you, right, we need something that's flexible. Your roof needs that flexibility. Right, how about that?
Flexibility.
And look, it's not tearing, it's not ripping apart. You won't see it splintering off, you won't see it cracking. Look, that, anywhere you go, you can look at any single part. So it's the Draylon fibre reinforcement, but it's also that thermoacrylic resin that's going to maintain the flexibility all the way through the seasons. It reactivates as we go through different temperature changes, and that's why this is designed, Roofix, it's designed to last you for up to 10 years. Could even be longer, And
and it's not like, you know, an extended warranty that when you buy the tin, and we've either got the 2.5 litre, the 5 litre, or, and basically, the bigger you go, the more money you save. So the 2.5 litre works at about $15.99 per litre or per square metre, because 1 litre is will cover a square metre. The 5 litre, so that's 5 square metres, that is $59.99. But if you wanted to do a bigger project up to 20 square metres, then we've also got a 4-pack too, and it works out, if you bought 3 5-litre tins, it would cost you £179.97. Whereas here, for just 2 pence extra, we'll give you an extra tin, basically. So you get the 4th one for free.
People might be multi-buying that. If you want to do the whole house, then go for it. Yeah, why not? It's so easy to apply. Again, you do not need to be a DIY expert. You literally just slap
it's a Rocky Horror.
Isn't it? Now, if you've got little bits of moss, if you've got debris, just sweep it off first. You haven't got to wash it or clean it, just the loose bits, give it a bit of a brush. And that's it. You could wait for a dry day, or even if it's raining, if it's safe to do so, then you can do that. If you have got a leak and you've got a little bit of a puddle on the roof, you can still apply it then. So don't delay it, but yeah, you can wait for the summer if you want to, whenever you want. So paint around the edge there. It's going to go on your lead flashing, your wooden soffits, all sorts. But then if you go to the middle of your roof, if you want to use the squeegee to spread it out, you can, or you can do it all with a brush. But you're not glossing your door. You haven't got to be perfectionist. We're not decorating.
And I like the way you said you could chalk it out first. So 5 square metres, because 1 tin is 5 square metres.
This is it. So you can measure it out.
So it could be 5 by 1, or it could be, you know...
Yeah, exactly. If
other math equations.
Yeah, whichever the others are.
Yeah.
But do you know what? If you're like a centimetre or 2 out, don't worry about it too much. But you can chalk out if you want. Some people do that if it's going to be a big roof. But again, pitch roof, flat roofs, your house, your garage, your garden shed, your bike store, your log store, over the top of rabbit hutches, coal sheds, kennels.
Why not? My parents' neck of the woods in Mansfield, little mining town, mining village, Shirebrook.
Nice.
And they still have a
I have been to Mansfield, actually.
Have you? Yeah,
Good night out in Mansfield. I like it. Do you know what? We talked
about a wonderful ex-servicemen's club in Shirebrook.
Oh, really?
Very good night there, from what I recall.
We'll have to go. I feel a staff night out coming up. But do you know what? Big cheer.
All expenses unpaid.
Even better. You just give me the date. Okay, now we talked about roofs. Again, the only materials this isn't designed to work on is rubber or glazed tiles. So anything from your plastics to your metals to your roofing felt, all this kind of stuff. Asphalt, fine. Even guttering, okay?
Yep.
Right, now, we've got... Oh, hello. Bear with.
Hands.
No, I'm all right. I'm just knocking things over.
Now, Charlie's made a rookie mistake, and he's gone and drilled holes in his gutter.
I know what I'm like. I need to stop doing this, don't I? But look, now, this could be dirt going down the side of your house. You think, I'm
very pretty.
Yeah.
Let's call it a water feature.
This could be nice. So this could be splashing off your windowsills. It could be going on your patio. You might get algae. You know what? Slippy patios, all sorts. And look, you think, I'm going to have to get someone out. I'm going to have to replace all the guttering. Honestly, it's going to be a nightmare. Or, if it's safe, you could just go up your ladder and you can just apply the Roofix. And even if it's still a bit wet, it doesn't matter.
No.
And this isn't... I've poured the excess
Water does not
out.
dilute it.
No, not at all. It repels the water.
The power of what? No, the power of Roofix... I can't do it.
No.
I was trying to do the thing.
I know what you're getting at. But
The Exorcist.
That is... John, let me turn it around so you can see. I'm using the grey there. If you've got white guttering, you might want to go for the white Roofix, the black for the black. It's completely your choice. They're exactly the same apart from the colour. Right, there we go. How about this as an alternative to replacing your roof? There we go. That...
I mean, it's just Waterworld in there, isn't it?
How about that? And you can see that... That's dripping off my hand, you can see there.
Yeah, it's your hand that's leaking, not the gutter.
That is absolutely perfect. And you know, it could prevent you the need from getting another bit of guttering. Right, if you've
What's guttering cost these days? You're a DIYer.
For a long, I mean, it could be like a long piece.
Yeah.
You know, well, it's the labour cost, isn't it? Really, I mean, anything between £10–20 for a little section, and then if you're multiplying that by 10, 50, I don't know how big your house
But then
is.
you've got to get somebody to come do it.
Exactly, you've got to get someone to come and do it. It's the upheaval. You've got to make sure you're in that day. But it can be an absolute nightmare.
Whereas you could literally, in a couple of seconds, if you can get up a ladder and get a paintbrush and just slap a bit in.
Yeah, you can do. You can. I'll do the guttering again for you later too.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? If you have got a larger bit there, if you've got a really big crack, okay, now it gets to the point where Roofix it might go through it, but if you've just got a bit of tape there, a bit of gaffer tape, and then you just paint it on there, once it's cured after a day or two, pull off the tape, and then that's going to be nice and secure for you there.
Very good tip.
So there's always a way around it. This was actually passed down to me again. This is an old bit of guttering from people who've demonstrated this in the past. And they tell me that this is actually 2 bits of guttering. It's bonded together just with Roofix. How amazing is that?
That is
it's incredible. Now, you need to support it as it bonds and cures. But, wow, that really impressed me.
It's great stuff.
I'm blown away by that.
How long has it been around, this stuff? A long time, hasn't it? Years. And tell us about Flag Paints.
They've been around since the 30s.
Have they really?
They've supplied, really impressive people. So, yeah, trade industries, the Ministry of Defence, believe it or not. They've even supplied to the London Underground. But, you know, they specialised in special paints. It's not the sort of thing you find in DIY stores.
No, I've never seen it in a
roof
DIY
repairs, they do specialist paints for the hulls of ships. They do really high-end French polishes and lacquers and so on.
I love that.
This is specialist paints. And again, Roofix, it's not the thing you see in DIY stores. You don't see this in DIY stores. The old bitumen products you do, this is not bitumen. This is completely different.
I don't know what else. Maybe there are other DIY products for filling holes, but none that work this well that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
You'd have to get a filler and I mean, it just would be a lot of faff, wouldn't it?
Well, it would. But,
by the way,
go on.
Sue
Hello,
sent
Sue.
a review.
Oh, Sue, thank you very much.
Yeah. She said, I bought a 5-litre tin of this back in October in hopes of waterproofing my porch roof. But unfortunately, couldn't find anyone to go up there to do it for me. So, tin's been sitting around waiting to be used. Last month, I have no idea if Sue talks like this, by the way. Last month, my neighbour offered to do it for me, and he's since been up and done 2 coats. It's just under 3 metres squared. We've had plenty of rain over the last few weeks, and it's definitely stopped the rain getting indoors. And it looks a lot better too.
Oh, there we go. Sue, thank you for that. And do you know what? So many people are thrilled with this. And you might buy this for preventative reasons, or if you're just ready in that tin, ready for that leak. And if you have got a leak, you haven't got to do your whole roof if you don't want to. You might just dab a bit on the leak and leave it.
Yeah.
You might do, you know?
It can be
I'd want to do the whole thing,
a repair, or it can be a coating of protection.
Yeah.
For up to 10 years.
It could be, yeah.
All you got to do is go to shopontv.co.uk. Or if you want to call us, 03333 241 241. And then all you do is you pay money with either, not the cash, we don't do cash, but with the debit or the credit card, and then we send you the product. It's very simple.
That's very good. I could list the accents all night.
Oh, I love accents.
Honestly, I've never been confident enough to do accents.
Really?
If you do an accent, you've got to go for it. If you do it half-hearted, then it doesn't really work. You've got to go for it, haven't you?
I used to do a lot of professional voiceovers, video games and things like that.
Really?
Skyrim was the one everyone...
Skyrim?
Yeah,
that's a great game.
30 voices in Skyrim. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that about you.
But I used to have a website.
I've got the game. It's great.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
You could play it for years and never come across my characters, or you could come across my characters all the time.
Oh, really?
So if you come across a character, I'm usually the person that greets you when you enter a new realm, but also I do a few wizards and things like that as well, and you know, droga dealing and whatnot. But if you hear someone that sounds a bit like me on Skyrim, that's because it's me. But I had a website called 101voices.com back in the day.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. They don't all sound like Rob Locke.
Dark Horse. George, just to show you this again, because, proof's in the pudding.
Oh, sorry, yes, the product.
We've just done that again. Did we see it leaking? We did, didn't we?
We did.
I've just put the Roofix in. There you go. If it rains, absolutely fine. There we go.
I got a friend called Leaking.
That's brilliant. It's brilliant.
And, no. But, OK, so next, what's next? What about if you want to waterproof the cardboard?
Ah, there's the cardboard. We can do that. No, I'm not going to do an accent. I nearly did that, but I'm not going to do it.
Which one can you do?
No,
you must be able to do one.
I can't do anything. I can't do accents.
Don't put yourself down.
No, I can't
Or I'll have nothing to do for the rest of the show.
I could do certain regional ones now. I'm not going to do it.
He's not even... Oh, he's chickening
next
out.
time, I am chickening out. Here we go. Because, again, if
Just
you do
don't
it...
Scottish, because we're on STV and we don't want people to think we're being disrespectful.
That's hard. I couldn't even do that.
Well, I have Scottish blood, so I technically could get away with it, but I won't.
Right, you asked about cardboard. Now, it's not every day you want to waterproof your cardboard, right? But this is this is just to prove once and for all how good it is.
Because I wanted to waterproof the cardboard boxes.
Well, there we go. Well, if you do, this is bitumen now. Now, bitumen has got a bit of flexibility. You know, do you know what? It's got good waterproofing properties, but it's not designed to fill in those holes.
Is that an old box?
It is an old box, but do you know what? It's wearing. Look, it's got. You can see there, it's gone a bit soggy.
Yeah.
But I want to use this for next time, so I'm going to look after it.
Yeah,
but it's got a bit of a wet corner there.
History.
Right now,
this really is.
This box, same box, has still got those holes either side, but you'll find that the Roofix has found those holes. The Draylon fibre reinforcement is knitted together, and it sealed that leak perfectly. You ready for this? All right, there we go. 18 years old. This box. This has been done so many times on live TV. This has been at trade shows, all sorts.
I remember when we moved out of our London studio, one of the things that the owner of Roofix was most desperate to achieve was getting this out. Because it's literally been around for so many years.
And this is it. So if you're thinking, right, is this going to do my roof any good? Well, it can protect cardboard. If that wasn't waterproofing it, that would be soggy already by now.
There's an even better demonstration than that, because I believe it was one of Martin's kids, the former owner. Of Roofix, our flag paints, and there was a school project. And said project was to build a boat out of...
This is fantastic,
cardboard boxes.
Cardboard, right?
That's literally cardboard boxes from the local supermarket, but covered in Roofix. And if you're thinking to yourself, there's no way that would float.
Yeah.
Well, they all float down
Actually
here.
sitting in it. I mean, it's unbelievable, that example,
That's
isn't
it.
Unbelievable. And around all the cracks where the boxes join together, around the flaps of the box... All of it sealed together, waterproofed with Roofix.
Can I let somebody into a little secret?
You can.
So, at the very start of the show, the suggestion was that we should try and get some movie titles into what we were saying.
Right, okay.
And admittedly we forgot, but I've been doing it for the last 20 minutes and not one person's noticed.
What was the last one?
Caroline has. Oh, OK. No.
Oh, I didn't know. You're that subtle with it. I didn't know that.
Subtle's not a word that's often used to describe me.
Stop. Do you know what? It's really impressive. So we've just done the cardboard boxes. We got some sieves here. We've even fixed. Now, if you have got a really, really big roof, or sorry, a really, really big hole in your roof, if it's massive, like it's caved in, then obviously you need to replace the roof. It gets to the point, obviously, where that has to be the case. But if you have got a fairly large area, a few inch square, that kind of thing, you can buy a gauze from a supermarket. But if you use bitumen, then that's just going to go straight through. In the other sieve, we've given it a coating of Roofix, and that is now a spoon. There you go. How good is that? So if you've got a bigger roof, that's going to be ideal. But you know what? People also ask me, can you use this in wet environments? Because let's be honest.
Before we answer that, can you use this in wet environments?
Rob, you can use this in wet environments.
Excellent.
Because look, if you see the leak on your roof, the chance are it's going to be pouring down with rain. If it's safe to do so, you can go up onto your roof and you can seal that leak straight away. And yes, even if it's wet, even if it's raining. And to prove that once and for all...
I love this demonstration.
It's great,
is amazing.
It's one of my favourites, this. Now, OK, if you are... if you are fixing a leak when it is raining, if you've got some water, you haven't got to wait for a dry day, because then you're going to be worried about the water pouring through the roof. No, you can get it done straight away. In fact, look at this.
Look, even underwater. Look, you know, maybe you've got a deep, dark water butt that's developed a leak towards the bottom. You can even put this deep down into the abyss.
Yeah, there you go.
And repair it right there and then.
And that, look, I can even put it back in, look. That is bonding to the surface. So if it rains afterwards, It's not going to budge. How brilliant is that? I'm really, really impressed with that.
So we have another question from Izzy in Manchester.
Hello, Izzy.
Just adjacent to camera 1.
Yeah.
In our TV studio. If you're putting it on underwater, is it sealing the water into the whatever you're putting it onto?
Not sure what you mean.
Well, is it like that bit of wood? Is it sealing water against the wood, or does it displace the water?
Well, it can still breathe underneath it. If you're putting it on the surface, yeah. Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Does that answer your question?
I
mean, under normal circumstances, you probably wouldn't do this underwater. This is just a TV demonstration. But the point is that you got your wood, right?
I know. I don't know what you mean by that.
You know, we used to have rules about this sort of thing.
Yeah.
No more floor manager questions unless we can answer them.
It's not going to trap. It doesn't trap any water in.
There we go. It doesn't trap any water.
Basically, the most important thing is if you've got a wet roof, flat roof, and you've got a puddle of water there, it's going to bond to the roof where you want it, and the water is just going to sit on top of it. It's going to sit on top.
I'm taking it
okay, so we talked about the Draylon fibre reinforcement. That's what blocks the hole in your roof. Now, how does it maintain the flexibility? Right, that, my friends, is what I call flexibility.
Yes.
Because your house naturally moves, expands, it contracts. And look, if it can do this, your house only moves marginally. You can't even tell. But that is how good it is. It's so, so strong. And that's going to go through all different seasons, whether it's ice in winter, whether it's 40 degrees heat in the summer. It's designed to reactivate itself and maintain that flexibility. And that's why it's designed to last 10 years. Yeah. Brilliant
Ladies
stuff.
and gentlemen,
Love it.
It's time to check out your baskets. We've got one more demonstration, and then we will move on to our next item. It's phenomenally busy, as always, for this product. It is one of our most popular products with very good reason, because it's just one of the best products on the market, or certainly when it comes to instantly sealing leaks. I can't think of anything else that does it as quickly, does it as well, and lasts as long once you've done it. 10 years peace of mind. Once you've applied Roofix, it will last for at least 10 years. But you gotta check out, you gotta go buy. Because if you don't, you're not gonna get the product. It's as simple as that. This is one of those things where sometimes, you know, in the past when you've hesitated, and maybe you had a little tiny hole developing in a garment, and you thought, oh, I'll fix that tomorrow, and then I'll fix that, and then, I'll do it the next day. And then you keep procrastinating, and before you know it, you've got a great big hole. And that's where the phrase, "a stitch in time saves 9" comes from, obviously. So this is one of those things, if you've got, even if it's a 2.5 litre tin, you've got it in a cupboard somewhere, there's no shelf life on it, just make sure you give it a good stir when you open it, whether it's new or whether you've had it sitting around for months or even years. It's one of those things, you develop a leak, and now you've got a solution without having to find out who to call and then get them to come out and pay whatever bill you have to pay at the end of it all, which probably will be an awful lot more than the cost of the product. So you can use it just as an emergency relief, but it's not temporary relief to your suffering, it's permanent relief to your suffering. Or you can treat entire surfaces, entire roofs, like this, for example, and that's a great way to protect that roof for 10 years. Now, if it's an old roof and you've got old felt on it, and it's seen better days and it's starting to sort of become brittle and degrade, slap the Roofix on it. It will give it a new, well, it won't give it a new lease of life. It will bond it together and protect it, so you don't have to replace all the felt. How much would it cost to refelt a roof? Well, just put the Roofix on top of it instead. And not only that, it will make it look really good too. It has a wonderful aesthetic quality to it when it's dry. It is something you can do yourself as well if you're comfortable doing it. And if you've got large areas, remember 1 litre covers 1 square metre. So like this whole roof here, that probably needed 4 or maybe a few more different cans. But it's very easy to use that calculation to figure out how much you actually need. So easy, so simple. Literally spread it out. And you've got a different choice of colours. You can either go for the black, you can go for grey, and you can go for white if you want to. The decision is entirely yours. And we've got our best offer, of course. If you go for the 4-pack, then essentially you get the 4th can for free. That's how good it is. And, I mean, for money, pound for pound, dollar for dollar, it's just brilliant value for money, isn't it? Right, OK, there's the after. That all looks lovely. There's a whole roof, and now it's been roof-fixed. Don't just fix it. Roof-fix it. Hi.
Hello. We're red. We're reset. We're good to go. We're good to go. Joe, so do you want to do more roofing? Should we fix some more roofs? I think we should do something called Roofix. We should do, shouldn't we?
What's going to make you happy?
This would make me very, very happy.
Then go. He likes poking holes in things, this man.
I do. And do you know what? Especially when it's something like this, because, do you know, this could represent, well, a few things around your house. So this could be a flat roof. It could be corrugated roof. In fact, do you know what we haven't shown you? We haven't shown the materials.
Oh.
It does much more than this, OK? OK, if the only thing this isn't designed to work on is rubber or glazed tiles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they're unglazed, it's fine.
It's fine, but I don't know many glazed tiles on roofs anyway. So yeah, absolutely, should be absolutely fine. Oh, slate? Is it glazed? No. Is it natural? Yeah, you can go
ceramic tiles.
You can go on natural slates. Yeah. Oh, sorry, you can do that, as we were saying.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It just said on the list glazed tiles. You can't use it on glazed tiles.
Glazed tiles, rubber, no, everything else.
But if
yes.
they're unglazed, it would just be raw ceramic, wouldn't it?
Put it this way, the sort of
porous.
Yeah, the sort of materials you're likely to find on your roof, it can work on.
Yes.
These are some of them, but there's more. So your guttering, for example. So you can see we've got Roofix all the way down here, and in the middle you've got another black line. That's actually bitumen. Don't forget, Roofix is not bitumen or tar-based. It's completely different. Bitumen, yeah, it's good for some waterproofing properties, but it's not designed to fill in holes. You can see a hole at the top here. It actually goes all the way through. So the bitumen hasn't even filled it in. It's chipped off a little bit. The Roofix has filled in that hole. If we go down to the metal, it hasn't filled in the holes there, the bitumen, but the Roofix has. So corrugated roofing, metal, absolutely perfect. If you've got screws, or there's various different types of fixings out there, absolutely perfect. Right, then we go on to roofing felt. And this stuff, it can dry out, it can go a bit brittle. It doesn't always last that long. It's perfect. Even if you've got a roof already, there's no leak, put it on anyway, because it's going to give you that flexibility and that Draylon fibre reinforcement for peace of mind. So you see the bitumen's just gone straight through the hole. Roofix has filled it in. LED flashing, this is great. So if it's going to be around the perimeter of a roof, let's say you've got extensions around your chimney breast, you're bound to have some LED flashing there. This is going to be great for going over there. It bonds to the LED flashing and it can still fill in the holes, look. If you've got different bits of wood, different types of wood, absolutely fine too. You can see the bitumen, it's just gone through the gap, through the hole, but the Roofix has filled it in. But how does it fill it in? I hear you ask.
How does it fill it in?
Rob, this is how. Right. There's two main there's quite a lot to it, but there's two main components.
Yes.
The first one I want to talk to you about is the Draylon fibre reinforcement. And you can actually see it on the brushes there, look. You can see. So it already arrives in the paint. But here, you can see that is all on there. So you can see that is computer controlled. All of the fibres there, they are cut to a very, very specific length. So we talk about specific lengths, talk about specific widths. It's from the nylon family. If they weren't identical, they wouldn't knit together. And this is how they work. Right, let's pour a bit of water on this roof.
Yes.
So again, this could be a flat roof, a pitched roof, anything at all, OK? This could be corrugated roof. We've got PVC roofing. We're going to show you some of that later.
Plastic.
Metal, plastic. So if that was
Wood,
a leak
felt, tile,
in your
slate,
house,
rather.
if you go into a guest bedroom, you've got an attic roof conversion up there, loft conversion, and you see that coming through the roof, that is a worry. Of course, that's going to be such a... You think about the upheaval. You know, you might have to... Damage. How much is it going to cost to get roofing contractors out, roof repair guys out? You know, and when are they available? They may not be able to come round, even for a quote, until the next day or two.
Oh,
Meanwhile, you're running around with buckets, emptying them. Honestly, that is a worry. And it's the damage it can cause inside. I don't want it to scaremonger. Do you know, but it can cause mould issues, it can cause damp, and do you know, it could ruin carpets, it can get to electrical sockets and all sorts. It doesn't bear thinking about, OK? But how about this? This is much, much easier. You could go up on your roof next time you see a leak, if it's safe to do so, and then, as soon as you apply over the holes, Rob,
I mean, it's immediate.
Those fibres, it's straight away.
And
those fibres...
You're doing it underwater, mate.
Yeah, absolutely right. Because look, you don't want to have to wait for a dry day, because that could be days, maybe even weeks in this country. So even if it is dry and then it rains straight away later in the day, that doesn't matter. It fixes the leak instantly, but it's also designed to last you 10 years. 10 years.
It's amazing
Peace
stuff.
of mind.
And
so leave that there 10 years.
And there's no shelf life on it, but when you open the can, always make sure you give it a good stir first, so that all the sort of the active ingredients are mixed together.
Yes.
Please check out your baskets. If you don't, unfortunately, if you don't pay, we won't be sending it to you. And that roof is not going to, or that leak is not going to repair itself. I have to say that people who use this, people who've owned it, people who've used it in the past, absolutely swear by it. In fact, we have a review of one of the customers who's bought this in the past and has used it. So I'm going to find, was it just, oh, Sue was the review, was it? Oh, we've done Sue. Sorry, we've read Sue's review. Apparently, we've just got the one. OK, well, in that case, you know what else? Unless I'm told otherwise. In the meantime, I'm just going to get on with it and say we've also got Black Magic available tonight. And sorry, excuse me 1 second. Just waiting for this latest information. Right, Black Magic has the lowest stock of everything we have on the show tonight. And it's proving very, very, very popular tonight. OK, hold on 1 second. I don't think we can show that video. OK, bear with. No, we can't. Oh, dear me. Sorry, this is what happens when you have a debate live on the air. We can't show that video. So instead, what should we do the Fweza fix again? Yeah? We'll come back to this in a moment. If you've got any questions, any demonstrations that you want to see, here is part 2 of the fix that sticks in a moment. It's brilliant stuff. You get 3 bottles of it, 20 grams each bottle, 60 grams in total for just 20 quid. It works out at £6 and just under £6.67 a bottle. And here we go, back to me and the wonderful Mark Rise to find out what else the Fweza fix can stix.
Have a look at this. This is just a tile, and I got Sam, our floor manager, just to break the tile in half, which he did in a very manly way.
He's a very manly floor manager.
I'm just making it wet, so in the same way as with wood, it's porous. So I'm just going to put...
Do you do that with all your ceramics as well?
You can do with ceramics, yes.
OK.
I'm just going to...
900 drops.
If you get 900 drops, you can afford to put the drops down.
Oh, yeah, and you get 3 bottles as well for 20 quid.
And now I'm just going to pop it together like so. And hold. I'm going to hold it.
Hold. Please hold.
Do not move. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. Because the thing
Tension building here in the studio as Mark Rice attempts to fuse 2 pieces of tile together with the Fweza Fix 20-gram instant adhesive trio pack.
But you know that if you've got the final tile in your bathroom and you drop it and you go, oh, I can't get any more of these really expensive tiles.
Yes, I know.
This could be a lifestyle. I mean, look, Sam hasn't actually broken it. I mean, he's broken the seal. But
he has broken the seal.
Look, there.
Oh, look. Woo. By the way, I love that we're calling it adhesive glue.
Because aren't they the same thing?
Well, I would have thought so. Oh, thank goodness this glue's adhesive, otherwise it would have been called melon.
I've got an idea, Rob. Let's make this into a circle, shall we?
Oh, OK.
Why not? Why not make it into a circle? So, a couple of drops of Fweza Fix like so. What you're trying to do is get rid of the air, remember?
Yes. Does it just sort of disperse it as you push it?
Well, the thing is, you can move it around for 2 or 3 seconds. So that's why crafters like Fweza Fix, because you can position it as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
Like so.
I like that.
There. So you're trying to. So
But once it sticks, once it's gone, it's gone.
Oh look, I've created one of those infinity loops.
Oh, wow. The trouble with infinity.
Goes on forever. I love your gags. We're on the same level, aren't we?
We're on the same level now, yes, yeah. That's great.
There you go.
Whatever, should I have a little?
There you go. There you go.
Go on then. I'm quite heavy. I mean, please don't let go.
Straight through the set.
Straight through the set.
So it's good.
Amazing.
Now we've shown the black ring, but look, it's
completely and utterly fixed.
So that means that if you do have an old-fashioned vacuum cleaner with a belt in, or it's your cam belt in your car, or something like that,
or the radiator.
Absolutely.
How many times? You don't have to use your pantyhose anymore for the Pro Temp radio.
Exactly.
The radiator belt.
Yes.
So keep one of these in the. See, this is why you get 3. One in the glove box, one in the kitchen drawer, one in the garage.
Yeah, totally.
Now these are brand new nuts, aren't they?
These are brand new nuts.
I only say that because they haven't got rust or oxidation.
Yes,
so
exactly.
Same thing, I suppose.
We bought them from the DIY.
They're not special stunt nuts. They are just regular old nuts.
Can you imagine me having special stunt nuts?
I would, frankly, I wouldn't know what to do with that.
Probably best to do nothing.
Probably nothing.
Probably best to just leave it hanging
yes.
there.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I went to. I was going to bring another prop with me today.
Yeah.
And in the office at Fix, we were just playing around with the glue. We were breaking things and fixing them and breaking them and fixing them. And this ornament had two beautiful swan heads. And Molly, my friend Molly, dropped it on the floor, and it literally went into so many different pieces. I couldn't fix them all back together. It was more like a jigsaw. Than a puzzle for the TV.
Yes.
So it's
yes.
like, so look,
it's done already. Good. Solid.
So you can stick metal to. I'm going to stick metal to tile.
Oh, now. Okay.
Okay.
See, that's great. You can cross-pollinate because sometimes
yes, cross-pollinate.
Sometimes you, but maybe in your bathroom or your kitchen, you have got tile. Now, if it's a high gloss glaze, does that matter?
No, exactly.
Maybe
right.
you want to put
because the thing is, if it's porous, you make it wet. If it's high gloss, it's absolutely fine because it will stick to the high gloss. Yeah.
Maybe you want to put a hook.
Absolutely right, Rob. Yes.
Or actually, this is strong enough. You could even do things like when you've got brand new tile, you buy a new toilet roll holder or a new towel rail. And you can't. It's really dodgy screwing into or drilling into tile once it's on the wall.
Two little drops.
You can totally mess it up.
Kids' toys when they break.
Yeah, and they
made of this kind of plastic.
Yes.
You know, so many things in the house is made of this kind of vinyl-y type plastic.
I used to with Lego. I suppose other building blocks are available. If you buy something that is a what do you call it? A specialist type of build. You know, it's a specific thing you're building. Often my son would glue the bits together so that it stayed intact.
Absolutely.
It had been built.
Absolutely. We'll leave that just to render just for a few moments. And then I'll show you how powerful this glue is with this because you won't be able to get them apart, but it will snap one of the bits of plastic.
Really,
so
really,
clever.
really. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fuerza, which is the Spanish for force. Fuerza Fix Instant Adhesive. £20 gets you all 3 bottles. They are 20 grams each, which is a lot. It's extra long life. 2,700 drops of adhesive. It could be, I don't know about you, it probably would be the last set of glue I ever need to buy. We'll find out about shelf life and everything else from Mark in a moment, unless he wants to interject now.
No.
Right. The value is amazing because, I mean, I paid for a couple of grams of this stuff, I've paid 10 quid. I think I bought a set of 3 for 20. So I got 6 grams of glue. And not only that, I used it once. It didn't glue together for the reason that I bought it. And then the next time I needed it, it stuck everything in the bottle. I couldn't get the cap off the bottle because it had stuck. I managed to pry it off eventually. And then I had to cut down the tip of the thing because it all glued together. This solves all the problems, but also it glues, by the looks of it, so much more than a lot of these other super glues do or can. So really, at the end of the day, this is the... If something can stick one thing to another, it's the Fuerza Fix, basically, is the way to look at it, isn't it?
All of your precious ornaments can be fixed with Fuerza Fix. And it's not like you're sticking it back on the shelf and you can't use the teapot again.
Right.
You can use the teapot again because it is stuck properly.
I had a freezer drawer that got stuck because of ice.
You make a really good
pulled it out and snapped it.
Yes.
And it was a teeny bit of plastic. To replace the whole drawer was 20 quid.
Not at all surprised. Fuerza Fix will do that because it will go from very, very cold, frozen temperatures, to very, very hot. So as low as minus 65 degrees
Celsius.
Yes, Celsius.
Blimey.
To 180 degrees Celsius.
That's in
your oven.
Yeah,
exactly right.
Yeah.
So you have no problem.
So you can do repairs for anything that's in the fridge or the freezer.
I think it's worthwhile pointing out again that this is one of the top brands of glue that's available. And you think you're getting all of that.
It does, yeah.
But you're not. That's just the delivery device. You're only getting the little tube in the centre.
So you see, to me, that's just...
Which is like... It seems a bit mean, doesn't it?
Really,
I think so. I think so. Whereas with Fix, you know you're getting
it's a clear bottle, yeah.
20 grams, 900 drops.
So minus 65 degrees to 180 degrees temperature-wise.
Yes.
It basically will glue everything except for the two things we said it won't glue, which is basically what the bottle's made
Polythene
of.
and polypropylene.
Polythene and polypropylene.
Yep.
What about shelf life? Do you know the shelf life?
Do you know what? I haven't found it.
Okay, fair enough. I
haven't been working with it long enough for it not to work anymore.
Fair enough. You'll probably use it up before it stops working.
If you've got
waterproof?
Yes, if you've got an aquarium which has got if you've got a plastic aquarium which has got cracks in or in the side, it absolutely it dries clear, so it will dry with glass as well.
So you just do a little dribbles.
Just do a little dribble over the top of it.
That is
it's very clever, isn't it?
All right, let's go back, shall we, to this. So you've got this black and this white material.
Could you confirm that they are stuck together for me?
We've never met before, have we? They are stuck. Yeah.
Now try and prise them apart.
Oh!
The plastic snapped before the Fix broke. But isn't that clever?
That is, and strangely satisfying.
Exactly right.
Wow.
Exactly right.
It's good stuff. Look, at the end of the day, this is not rocket science. We're not trying to blow smoke up anyone's bum here. It's glue, but it's blooming good glue, and it's a lot of it for 20 quid.
I've stuck my nuts to my tile.
Oh no. Oh,
so
matron. If you're a contractor, this is something I must have in your toolbox.
Yep.
A builder, that sort of thing. A crafter.
Yep.
I mean, you know, there are lots of craft glues out there, and there are lots of different glues for different uses. Can you stick card to card? And
you can. Oh, absolutely. And because you can also move it, so let me just show you. You can move it around for 2 or 3 seconds before you've actually placed it, and that's really important for crafting. So if you've got various bits of a card going and decoupage and all of that kind of stuff, yeah, absolutely, it's really, really good for that. So remember, what you're doing is you're eliminating the air, Rob. You're eliminating the air so it cures.
Right.
Now, at the end of the day, you probably won't want to chuck it around after 20 seconds like we've been doing. You'll want it to fix properly and stick.
Yes,
so give it an hour.
Oh, only an hour though? I thought you were going to say overnight.
No, give it an hour, give it an hour. But before you go and go, well, I'll just see if it comes apart.
Yeah. So you said it'll do glass?
It does glass
mirror.
As well. I just haven't got any glass. It does mirror as well.
Can you stick other things to glass and mirror?
You can.
So of all the things it will stick together of the same thing, can you also stick those things to those other things?
You can. Glass to tile, tile to glass.
Can we see that slide again? Is there any chance we can possibly...
All of these bits stick together. Tell you what, let's stick something to a bit of wood as well.
Oh, let's do that, yeah.
Because let's stick a bit of plastic to a bit of wood. So again, with wood, just remember you need to make it a little bit damp
first,
just because it needs to.
Could it be just tap water and a damp cloth?
Yep, exactly. So pop your Fix, and because you get so much, you can afford to use 3 drops. You don't have to worry about it. You're not trying to save it all the time.
No.
Now, Rob, for absolute clarity,
yes,
I can't guarantee you won't get 895 drops in this one and 905 drops in that one.
Right.
It depends how big your drops are.
That's true.
To be honest, it's approximately 900 drops. That's, it's worthwhile pointing out, isn't it? Just in case somebody gets...
I only got
700. Yes, exactly.
Yes, but your drops were the size of Smarties.
But we all know people like that.
And for me, more is always more.
Yes, exactly.
So,
more is always
genuinely,
more.
You only need a tiny little drip. Literally, the drop that comes out the tip is all you need.
And I'm just going...
here's that slide again. I just want to show you all the things.
Lovely.
So I'm not going to read them all out again. But not suitable for use on polythene or polypropylene. The bottle's made out of polypropylene, because that's why the glue doesn't stick inside it. And you can't stick one... this is a bit meta, but you can't stick one bottle to another bottle.
That's true. That's true, exactly. And why the lid doesn't stick to the bottle.
Exactly. Yeah. But almost all plastics, but look, plated metals. Yep. So you could stick, if you've got costume jewellery and you're making some kind of garland or decoration. Leather, as you can fix shoes, polycarbonate.
And I did the rubber on my shoe, if you remember, as well. So
what about fabrics?
Yes, you can do fabric together. So felt together works really well. I've done felt together.
Just don't squeeze it with your fingers if it's likely to go porous and to go through the fabric.
Exactly right. Yeah. And also, if in doubt, do a test
first.
It's always the sensible thing to do.
It's great for general repairs.
So they've all stuck together.
What do you call that?
There you go. I call that a triple sandwich. A triple Fix sandwich.
Very good. Very good.
But do remember that your metal is all stuck together.
Do you know what I want to do next time, Mark? When we do another show?
Yep.
I want you to bring in an anvil.
Yes.
And I want to stick something to the anvil and then lift up the anvil. So what you could do is you could grab one of your big glue the top like that.
Glue the top to an anvil.
Side, and then we'll lift it up with another piece of glued material that's been stuck together.
Hammer here, it's not quite the same.
You want to stick a hammer to the... You're going to ruin your hammer by sticking...
No, I'm not going to ruin that. No, I need the hammer.
No, you
Good point, good point. Yeah. But just in case you didn't see how strong it was...
Pieces of car. I mean, if your bumper broke, would it work on bumper plastic?
You're so much stronger than I am. Yes, it would work, yes. So if a bit has fallen off your car, my sister was telling me that the undercarriage bit that protects the undercarriage of her car fell off the other day and it dragged down the motorway and then it came off and she stopped and picked it up.
Yeah.
Yes, you could stick bits back together again.
And they don't have to be temporary repairs. They can, if you can get a good join on them, they can be permanent repair. I mean, you know, you have a bumper break or something like that, you take it to the car dealership, you're talking about a lot of money.
Absolutely. Have you seen this stuff? This is worthwhile.
No.
Just having a look.
We've got about 30 seconds left.
Okay, well, let me just stick it very quickly then for you. So,
yes, I know what it is. It goes around lenses.
Exactly, and you can also see it, so you simply pop it together, but it could be kids' toys as well.
Yeah.
So
it could be.
You stick it together, and if, I just got it on my finger, so I just rub my finger there, absolutely superb. And there
it is. Ta-da! I love sticking stuff.
I do too. This is good stuff, that.
I love sticks
Big fan.
Now you mention it.
Oh, right, OK.
Well, you didn't mention it, but anyway. But if you have got a stick that you've stuck, you can paint it black.
Yeah, this is...
With black magic.
And do you know what, black magic? This is completely different. It's one of my favourite paints to use around the house. Simply put, it takes away the problem of working out what paint you need for a certain job. So one paint could go onto wood, plastic, metal, glass, all sorts, inside, outside. It's water-based, so you can wash your brush off in water afterwards. Wow. And it's environmentally friendlier than, like, your high VOC, so this is environmentally friendly. But for me, it's got great adhesion. But let me just show you...
And rust, it deals with rust. I mean, if you've got rust on something, that is an omen that you need to do something about.
This is it. So it's got a built-in primer and, built-in primer for all these different materials, yes. But built-in rust converter. Amazing. So ordinarily, you'd have to go out and buy a rust converter. You may not need much, but you have to buy a whole big tin of it. And some of them can be acid-based, which people do worry about. This is not acid-based. There's no acid at all in Black Magic. But look, even if you've got no rust, you can still use it on your wood. Use it for furniture if you want to. But if you have got a rusty bit of guttering, rusty drain pipe, old garden furniture that you want to get really nice and...
An old rusty pipe.
Old rusty pipes, that is absolutely perfect. You just take a wire brush off the loose bits of rust, and then you literally just paint it on. And it's so immaculate.
Immaculate is the word.
You get minimal brush marks. And look, especially important, if you are upcycling furniture, you don't want to... I don't think you want it to look like you've hand-painted it. You don't want to see brush marks on furniture, do you? Well, this is the one. This is so perfect.
They sort of meld into each other.
They do. They do. Oh, I like that meld. I'm going to use that.
It's a Star Trek term, actually.
I like it. Do you know what, though? What sort of things can you do? I actually painted this earlier. Talk about minimal brush marks. We did this live. Look, you can even see the grain of wood underneath it. And I've done that to show you two things. Firstly, the minimal brush marks. I mean, there's no brush marks there at all. Staircases, banisters. Oh, honestly, picture frames are beautiful. Architraves, but also trellises, you can do that. But also like casters on wheels. Now, if that was a thick, gloopy paint...
is that painted?
Yeah, that's painted.
I thought that was just one of the black ones that you bought.
That is painted.
Wow.
Here it was before, and that's it painted afterwards. But do you know what? If it was a thick, gloopy paint, then you wouldn't be able to move it around still. It hasn't blocked the mechanisms as such. So if you've got a nice decorative chair, it's not going to ruin the profile of it. You might have grids, you might have, a wrought iron gate or fence. If you have got filigree detailed, then look, it's not going to make it all globby, it's not going to fill in all the holes. You can still see the intricate detail there. And 99 times out of 100, Rob, you'll only need to use one coat.
That is great.
It's brilliant. Oh, I saw what you did there. Do you know what? Glass is going to go on glass too.
I love that you can do. I actually really like that. Oh, is it limited stock? Oh, it's almost limited stock. You need to check out quickly.
I love this stuff. And do you know what? Once you've done one thing, you're going to look around your house for other things to do. So vases, plant pots. If you've got a plastic plant pot inside or outside, it can look like a piece of metal, like wrought iron. It looks gorgeous.
The only thing is, Charlie, I'd be worried if I did glass or plastics that it would flake or chip off.
Ah, good point, good point. Well, do you know what? This is what we love and what other people love about Black Magic. It doesn't crack, flake or peel, OK?
Really?
Do you know what? For example, we've got a bottle here. This is an old bottle. This is another type of paint. And you can see here, it's going to flake, it's going to peel off all over the place, OK? But this, the same plastic
like an
bottle...
LA actor.
Look at that.
Very flaky.
That is staying put. The adhesion is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
In fact, even if we twist a bottle, we can't get it to peel away. We can't get it to flake
our
off.
Our floor manager is in the theatre, and she could use this as a prop to simulate a full bottle of cola.
Oh, there you go. Could be a lovely prop, isn't it? But you know, I mean, you're not going to paint your bottles.
I mean, I'm really going for the mass market with that comment, obviously. You know.
But you know what? Another test we've got. If you are wondering about the adhesion here, I've painted a little bit of tin foil. If I scrunch this up, right, if I was to open that back out now, you'd expect it to just ping off all over the place and peel off. You would, wouldn't you? But look, even on foil, that has not budged. It's still gripped on. It's got good adhesion. Because let's be honest, if you're painting like, I know, your spindles and your staircase, black staircase looks so glamorous.
They really
look
do.
Decadent.
Yeah.
If you're painting like, you know, something long-winded, like a whole furniture set for your patio, you don't want to do that every single year, do you? No. This is going to last you years and years and years. And again, most of the time, you'll only need to use one coat, minimal brush marks.
Can I address the elephant in the room?
You can.
Can of paint, 45 quid.
Yeah, I know, right?
Justify it. How long is it going to last, or how far is it going to
It can go a long, long way, this.
Yeah,
really, because again, you only need one coat. If I just do a little bit of wood again...
But also, the fact is, when you think about it, 45 quid, you don't have to buy a primer. You don't have to buy a rust converter.
No, or an undercoat.
Or an undercoat. It's all built in.
Well, this is
it saves you, potentially saves your money in the long run, doesn't it? It's also very quick drying.
Very, very quick dry. I mean, literally, I reckon, actually, in about 10, 15 minutes, that'll be touch dry. In here,
Seriously?
It's quite warm in here, but it might take an hour or two in a colder environment. But you're absolutely right, though. It's a good point, because if it was bare wood, well, if it's bare wood, you need a primer, then an undercoat, then the paint. That's 3 tins you need to buy.
Yeah, and if it was metal, it could be a rust converter, then a primer, then an undercoat, and then
the metal paint.
The metal, well, and also a specialist metal paint like a hammerite. I mean, I love hammerite.
I do too, yeah.
But you know, it ain't cheap, and again, you have to be careful with the brush marks and all of that. But look, if you've got fixtures and fittings in your garden, get the excess rust off with a bit of, you know, appropriate...
Yes, a bit of sandpaper or a wire brush, that's fine. And then you literally one coat. But because the viscosity is so easy to work with, it's great, isn't it? I want to get that one in. But, you know, if it was really gloopy paint, because with one coat paint...
Thixotropic.
Yeah, well, that's not. But you'd assume it'd be really thick, but it's not. The consistency, it just glides on. And I don't want to see brush marks. It looks messy.
I'm even over the paint, the bit, because that went from bare metal to the paint.
Yeah, straight onto the paint. Yeah. I'm going to do some kitchen taps with this, actually. I want black fixing.
Could you do kitchen cupboards and things like that?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Lacquered look, but it's like a satin finish. It's beautiful. I really think it looks smart. But I'm going to do my staircase in this. Now, you might talk about outside bits, you might do hinges for your gates.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than take them off, buy new ones, just give it a lick of paint. Grids, and I'm not being funny, but manhole covers, have all these bits in black, a black gate, matching hinges. If you've had to replace a little bit of guttering and it's just, you know, out the ordinary, it looks a bit jarring on the eye, have it all uniformed. It looks beautiful. It really does. But for all these different materials, I mean, we could keep going on this. It's a fantastic paint. It's great.
It really is. £45, and you can spread the cost as well. Get it with your Roofix as well, potentially, if you want to. And that Roofix, again, is amazing stuff. If you go to the website, there it is. I mean, if you've got holes, if there's a particular crack that you want to fill, then this, obviously, it depends on how wide it is. You might have to bridge it with something first. But if it's, you know, a split or a slit in something or a hole, this is absolutely fantastic for taking care of that. And particularly if it's leaking. If it's a leaky hole, you need Roofix.
You need Roofix. If you've got a leak on your roof, it fixes that leak instantly, designed to last you for 10 years. If you want a paint that goes onto all different materials, built-in rust converter, it's water-based, and that's for aesthetic purposes, the Black Magic. It looks beautiful. I love these products. Honestly, I've got so many big plants of Black Magic around my house.
But it is protective as well, isn't it, once you put it on? It's going to help prevent future rusting?
Absolutely, it helps prevent future rusting, absolutely. And it helps build the structure of the paint as well. So, yeah, we love it, we really do.
Charlie, thank you. Well, we've both got black hands. So
sorry, I should have washed them first.
I'm not proud.
Thanks, guys at home.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night from everyone here. Bye.